People, it has been a while since we were able to, get this set up together. You know what I'm saying? More importantly, this is our second ever live podcast, and I think this is long overdue. We need to be doing these more regularly after obviously having a conversation with Piggy and Warren. I feel like this is something that's going to be happening a lot more frequently. Well, people, how are we today? Warren, Piggy, how we doing?
I'm good, I had a good sleep last night, slept well, woke up in a good mood, got on with what I needed to do, and now we're here.
I streamed.
The way she just cut to the chase, she didn't even talk about waking up. She just said, "Yeah, I streamed."
No, but I streamed. That's what I did.
I mean,
you didn't get hacked on Piggy. I saw loads of
that
pro players getting hacked.
That controversy last night was like, I won't even say hilarious to watch, because as a live experience, and if anyone's watching that's crazy. But I feel like from like a gamer's perspective of seeing what hackers are able to kind of do, that shit was wow.
That news infiltrated everywhere. What's his name? Jake Sucky flipping tweeted about it.
Yep.
Stamper methods whilst doing the breakdown, which is the post like analysis of the Call of Duty matches they do. They literally reacted to it. Shroud reacted to it. Like, I have never seen news like that other than when Optic flipping, the whole lawsuit stuff, Optic Activision.
Yep.
But other than that, I have not seen that many different people from different walks of esports and FPS games flipping cover the same thing in a minute. Like, it's almost unprecedented. Crazy.
No, I feel that. I do feel that. But all I can say is
the actual players themselves.
Yeah, man. Everyone was just trolling.
If anybody was watching House stream, like the way that they were just laughing about it, obviously it's a very annoying issue, like to have. But the way that they were able to just like turn it into like just a big like thing to laugh at, because you have a laugh or you cry. Like, sort of them ones was like, bro, the whole tournament got postponed. But like they've really made it a lot more like bearable to deal with for people that were watching the tournament and that. Like, they were just cracking so many jokes. It was hilarious. Like, I was literally like, hey, I told you I'm just good. Like, he said, I told you controllers is broken. Like,
I'm dead, bro.
It was too funny. It was too funny.
Yeah, no, when something like that happens, you got like, rather than like, obviously you can be pissed off. I get it, like anybody would be pissed off at that scenario, but I feel like you don't want to ruin the experience for your viewers. And as much as hackers have already done that, I feel like you as a streamer or you as a competitor have a responsibility to still entertain the thousands that watch you. So, good on them, good on them for being able to kind of, do the right thing. And I don't know what I don't know what the aftermath is obviously shown, but I'm hoping that they're making waves to kind of, attack the problem in the best manner, I suppose is the best term I can use. There's not much you can do.
The Attitude just basically came out and said that it wasn't an issue that anyone else has to worry about. That's basically what it said. Like, you can still play. Like, they didn't really make much of a statement. It was just like, we can confirm it wasn't a breach of, they call it RCE.
Yep.
That's what they said. They didn't really get into the nitty gritty of what it even was or was.
I think that's what's actually interesting, because it wasn't like this was a hacker going onto several accounts, and I want to see it was a server issue.
It was two people that. Well, I mean, I don't know how many more they could have done, because the game's literally got ended after 3 games. But basically, it's something that they gifted a few different pros Apex packs a couple weeks back. Someone called Destroyer, which is why when the name Destroyer came up, everybody recognized it.
Oh, wow!
That person's been in their chat and whatever, and gifted them Apex packs.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So two of the 3 people that it was like they basically publicly said that they gifted to was Jemba and then How, which are the 2 people that literally ended up with hacks on stream. So
I'm dead.
Now that like the anti-cheats come out and basically said that like it's not a, like internal issue or something like that.
Yep.
I think it was just like through whatever way they gifted it. I don't know what happened, but they got into their PCs in it.
Yeah, man.
Kind of just exposed how easy it is to
Shit's
hack
crazy.
The servers in Apex. So it's crazy, man.
Crazy. Yeah, man. Hey, but listen, I know that's obviously still being monitored, and I'm pretty sure they'll figure out what the full extent to how these people are able to, get into their system, they'll figure out. I mean, Apex are pretty fast with that sort of shit, considering how significant an esport is becoming and whatnot. So I mean, I'm not too concerned with that, and I think Apex is actually is turning 5? It's turning 5 or 6 this year.
I can't.
It turned 5.
I think it will be Apex. Okay, yeah.
It was
it was 2018. Was it 2018?
May or April 2018.
So just before COVID.
Yeah, it's 5 years.
Hold on. Apex? Why do I feel like it was December of 2018?
No, it was like March or April. It was literally 5 years at Apex. It was earlier this year.
Huh.
Actually, has that happened already?
I just know we've had Apex.
It was only 2018. It was the year before Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone came out March 2020. That's why it's 4 years. Yeah.
2020?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I think it? Oh no, I lied. Apex was 2019. I'm a pleb.
That's another pleb.
I'm a pleb. I keep thinking of Modern Warfare 2019, thinking that Warzone came out like the moment.
So I'm saying Battle Royale for Apex launched. Sorry, Battle Royale for Wars and for Modern Warfare 19 came out a year later, but it came out October of 2019. Number 19.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then
this is 4th of Feb.
Yeah,
we already celebrated that.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Yeah, lots of anniversaries this year.
Yeah, man. But obviously, the reason why we are here, the reason why we're live right now with all of you beautiful people is because we are here to almost I want to say celebrate, but there's a lot to deliberate and communicate with you guys, right, about Warzone, because as you guys know, on March the 10th, Warzone reached 4 years. 4 years old. Now, I know a lot of y'all that locked into Warzone from day one, month one, year one, mind you, and obviously the game's changed quite a lot since that time. But I believe it's a great time to kind of, one, reminisce, two, kind of figure out where we're at right now, which I believe me and Piggy and Warren have all had a fair share of ideas.
Yeah.
And also what the future of Warzone is at present. And I think we can clearly start with, I think it'd be best to kind of start with you guys, because obviously for me, y'all know I play that shit every day. But when I met you guys, when I first got to know you guys, it wasn't a mainstay. It wasn't the first game I know you guys played, or rather the first game I caught you guys playing whilst being streamers. I know Warren, I probably caught playing multiplayer more often, and I think I'm probably watched him play a few more Xbox related games. Besides that, Piggy I would have probably seen a lot more in Apex, and actually more into like art. So it's kind of interesting to see kind of how that dynamics kind of shifted over the last 4 years and where you guys are right now, what you guys are doing. But yeah, I wanna start with Piggy, because I would like to know what you were doing on this day on March 2020, 4 years ago.
Oh God, on this day. I was an avid Apex player. I was deep into that game. That was my first, well, other than Blackout, because Blackout was my first ever battle royale. I never liked the franchise, like the genre. Like I just didn't really care for it. But when Blackout came out, I tried it because I loved BO4. And I thought it was cool. I wasn't great at it, I'm not gonna lie, but it was fun. And then when there was like Wind of Warzone coming out, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would have been excited for it if I hadn't been playing Apex.
Okay.
Because that kind of like opened my eyes up to BR a lot more. And I was like, oh damn! So like my favorite game, which is COD, is now bringing out a BR, which I'm now kind of getting into. So it was a good time. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was really excited. And yeah, I think at the time I was mainly playing just multiplayer, watching CDL.
Yeah.
And I was just like, cool, let's try this. And I was literally just getting into streaming properly. Yeah. Like I hadn't really met that many people, but I think the first person I ever met was in a MW 2019 multiplayer customs lobby. Yep. And that's how I kind of like got into the space. to obviously meet you guys and whatnot. So yeah, it holds a good place in my heart because that's where it started. And then Warzone came out, and then it was like, oh damn, everyone's playing this. Like everybody's
playing it.
From doing MW, like there were no more NW customs. When Warzone came out, the custom stopped. Like
instantaneously
gone. Yeah. Like we just switched over.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
It was a good time.
I think my earliest memory with a couple of the people, obviously I don't know if they're in chat right now, but if you are, shout outs to you. So I kind of arrived on COD, I would say maybe a couple of years or a few years prior, at least from a perspective of playing a lot more competitive. I went from Advanced Warfare, playing with an American clan by the name of CAG, and they were actually army veterans, so they previously used to play the game, but obviously they'd spent time doing military as well. It's funny because obviously, like, at the time I was on Xbox, I was not on PlayStation, but I met them through, I know it's something that obviously Warren looks at now in terms of the Xbox community, but back then they were really like adamant on actually creating a lot more positive communities for Call of Duty, because obviously you'd had a lot more online abuse or different kinds of derogatory language being used towards you. But no, this was the only clan I actually met at the time that were very nice people, obviously veterans in terms of having served the country, and evidently like even their call outs kind of helped me in a sense of understanding the game and how to play. So
that's sick.
So I was there with them for like a good 2 summers, and then I played World War II. I think that would have been the game after Black Ops 3. I want to believe that was, I think it was after Black Ops 3. And then they went to serve again, so I didn't hear from them for another 3 years. So when that happened, I think I started playing a lot more FIFA, and then Apex Legends dropped, and then I liked BR, but I didn't feel like I liked it more than multiplayer, much like you guys now. And then we get into maybe October of 2019, and I've had my first instance of playing MW 2019 with Gunfight. And I remember posting it on Twitter at the time, and it got a lot of traction. I was thinking, oh, okay, this is cool. But I still feel like it wasn't like a commitment of my time to be like, okay, I want to be a content creator, I want to be a streamer at the time. And then it hit me. So lockdown happened. I was working in a very good job at the time. I was actually a tech consultant for Dixon's. And I was made redundant, unfortunately. And the first thing I did, I remember speaking to iMac. You guys know iMac Express. And like 2 or 3 years prior, we were already discussing like, bro, we need to get on YouTube, we need to start gaming together, we need to start doing this stuff. And we weren't ever really thinking that it would really amount to where we're at now. But we just said like, fuck it, like we didn't even know about Twitch at the time properly. We just knew we wanted to start creating content, not so much streaming. So then I'm seeing Twitch and I'm watching all my favorite people. Everyone's on lockdown, everyone's gaming, and I'm just like, cool. So I think I remember dropping one video on Twitter regarding multiplayer, playing with like an MP5. Lord knows I love the MW19 MP5. And I didn't really tweet that much around that time, but that video got a lot of traction to the point where people are asking me to put out videos of classes or like screenshots of the class I'm using. So then that actually is what created Teemo 2Good. That experience led to me actually starting streaming.
Mr. 2Good,
the birth of 2Good, the birth of the idea of the man, you know. So I'm obviously very grateful, because obviously that's kind of what's put me in a position of where I'm at today and kind of how I've arrived here. However, Warzone dropped maybe about 2 months after I started streaming, and then I met some very wonderful people through the Saga community. And then shortly after that, I met Miss Piglet here. Obviously King, I don't know where he is right now. I hope he's having a great time at work. Tino the Plug was one of the first people I started creating content with at the time as well. We were playing S&D on MW19, and then we transitioned to Warzone. And life as we know it is basically where we are at now. I can obviously go 3 or 4 years, but I don't want the podcast to be about my time. It's just a matter of how I got here.
We'll be in and out of like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly.
Through the memories that we start.
Facts.
naturally just fill in those gaps.
Facts.
What about you, Warren?
And then Warren.
It's quite similar to both of you guys. So I stopped playing Call of Duty quite early. I think I stopped at Black Ops 3. Didn't touch a Call of Duty game after that. So I was just playing Gears of War. Because of its co-op features, it was easy to play with teams up to 4.
Yep.
There was always somebody online as well because it was the most popular game my friendship group was playing.
Yep.
So yeah, just banging out Gears of War until somebody told me that Call of Duty, there's a Battle Royale version of it. I was like, wait, there's a Battle Royale Call of Duty? And no one told me? Like, is it time to step out of retirement? So yeah, somebody told me that there was a Battle Royale Call of Duty. And then, so the first thing I did actually was I bought 2019 Modern Warfare. Played the multiplayer, level up the guns and stuff, because I kind of understood that the guns were in Warzone. So I had a friend on there as well that was like, talking about this, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Kieran, listen, you ain't seen me on previous Call of Duties, like World at War, Black Ops, Modern Warfares as well. I was a different breed, but it's not them times anymore. Like I've peaked, I've passed my prime now. I'm just here to vet, I'm just here to, consider myself a vet of Call of Duty. But so I got into Battle Royale, and pretty much I was just playing I was trying to drop shot at first. Until I saw people like jump into the side and whatnot, and because I kept dying to them, I said, okay, this is obviously a mechanic or a thing where people are using to aid their gunfights. So that's when I went onto YouTube and I discovered creators. And then when I discovered like the Swags and Korean Savage, that's when the Twitch and the streaming and creation kind of started to come into my head. It was my brother actually that kind of pushed me towards streaming and stuff, because he was like, dude, like you're good at all these games, you might as well just like make content on it. And I was like, oh, but Simon, who's gonna watch me though? Like nobody's gonna watch me, and etc. But yeah, like he always does, he's able to persuade me, and then I got into like content creation just from that. So yeah, I came out of retirement as soon as I heard Battle Royale dropped. So yeah, and here we are.
Imagine it. So what you're saying is, if the BR didn't drop, we may not have got Warren out of retirement.
Facts.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
it's going to be a very different Warren.
It's funny because the first instance I met Warren, on COD, he was playing with Gwen, and he was talking her through how to win a game of Battle Royale, but she wasn't very familiar with how to win, especially because of rotations and all this other stuff. And I think even the way that I've learned to kind of play the way I play has actually been through Warren's thought process at times. So it's funny how far that's gone in the space of 4 years. I'm sat here with him in a podcast, and he is nothing of the sort when it comes to BR compared to what he's like with multiplayer, and essentially the knowledge that he's been able to gather from there and essentially plays. But you've kind of seen how important it is to actually play multiplayer before you even play Warzone, because I think obviously understanding the mechanics of the game and being able to kind of demonstrate how well they help you comes from hours and hours of repetition. The one thing that Warren will always preach on is not just practice makes perfect, but like, bro, you got to work on your centering, bro. You got, like, there'll be one thing I've known, but it's like a book. It's a guide, and there is no lie to what he's saying.
And I didn't learn about centering until like 2 CODs later. Yeah, because it went Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard. It was Vanguard when I really discovered the art of centering, and I was like, hold on a minute. You don't need all the cracked movement. You don't need to be wide and turning your screen up, down, left, right. You just need to have your crosshairs in the center of your screen. That's all that matters. Like, you don't need to do all of that. All of that is just gonna create stick drift. If you want stick drift in your controller, then hey, do all of that. Do you know what I mean? But
I'm dead.
I don't want stick drift in my controller.
The funny thing is,
I'm gonna stick to centering. Well,
I like the fact that you brought the point of why-whying into this conversation, because
why?
Because when we all started Warzone 1, and I want to say all of us, because there is no shot that any of us would have been doing that at the start.
They will see.
Right?
They will see the clips.
Right? We were all bots.
There was we were all in my vocabulary or alphabet.
We were just sat here, picking up an M4A1, maybe even an MP7. with a, I mean, me personally, now this is gonna be my first ever loadout video, or like I wouldn't even say loadout video. It's my first game of Warzone. My first game of Warzone, my first win was using an M13 with a thermal hybrid scope.
Yes, you.
And you know that MP5, there was an MP5 variant on the game that had a red, that was like red tape. It was like a red color, like it had a red blueprint. And I just remember it being like the only blueprint I ever wanted on my MP5 until Warzone dropped. So I wonder if I can I find this? Hold on, let me see if I can find this.
Yeah, you gotta see that. See that shit, please. But that is true. It's true. Like when you look at like our movement back then, it's so different. I think I was saying to Tim and Warren, like me now would absolutely shit on me from 2019.
Oh, 100p.
Let me tell you,
I was an absolute bot.
But like I think some people forget like the first 6 months of Warzone. People's movement wasn't good. Like we didn't actually have good, like even your favorite streamers, their movement wasn't actually that great because like it wasn't
not a slide canceling side
norm to do that yet. And the mechanic has always been in the game. Like it's not like they updated it and we could start YYing and slide cats and stuff. It's just people just didn't really do it. Like I feel like people hadn't yet merged like a BR with like normal multiplayer movement, because I think in multiplayer they did. But you see someone transition to like Warzone and they do it so much less because it's like you're just trying to first of all figure out where the hell you are. Like you don't even know like what's around that corner when you bust it, so you're not really gonna slide cancel around there yet. But I think the more comfortable everyone got on the map, you just started seeing people like get way more creative with little things, like even like stuff like jump spots. People just started to do like madnesses because it kind of became like a really big playground.
Yeah. No, I did.
And but it did take a minute. I think a lot of us had like some bot moments.
I mean, I can obviously show you this thing here. Obviously, I don't know if you guys are locked into what you can see on my screen. However, we have got a gameplay here of myself calling this one Warzone Madness with Jay Gaines. You guys already know who Jay Gaines is.
In disc as well, because it might be delayed.
I can't because I'm recording at the same time.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I can actually.
That's fine.
Okay. So obviously you guys know this is a PlayStation 4 edit, so please don't get on to me. This is actually recorded and played in 720p. We weren't that fortunate. This is what I'm saying. 4 years of Warzone, right? 4 years of Warzone.
It's still good enough, buddy.
Hey, listen, 4 years of Warzone, 720p. Alright. I record in 1440p now, people. Times have changed. Game has definitely changed, but we up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for the support, because obviously without you guys, I'd probably still be gaming in 1080p. But that is what it is. But as you can see here, right? I've not slide cancelled once in here, and you can even hear how passionate my comms are because I'm just sat here thinking, yo, I'm here talking about using Ghost. Oh my days. I don't even know. Look at the loot. Nah, even look at how the loot looks. Guys, the loot literally used to float right in front of us. Man's talking about fucking Heathrow jumbo jet engine. My PS5 forgot about that. My PS4 didn't sound like that.
And look how easy it is to notify the weapon as well.
Yeah, but like you'll know what it is. Like, you know that's the Odin, you know that's the Car 98.
I kind of miss it. I know it doesn't look like visually, it doesn't look right for it just to be floating here. But I just felt like there was this less visual clutter here than there is now. Like I just got guns in the middle, like in the staircase.
Oh, look at me.
On the ground, like I don't know.
Lord, look at me, bro. That MP5 was my baby, but you see.
The MP5 is valid, but whatever that.
Hey, can we not talk about it? Can we not talk about it?
Oh, we can. That's why we're doing this, to talk about it. We are going to discuss this.
With the hybrid, you know, and look, not a single slide cancel inside.
Not a single. Listen, take me back.
Look, it was even the AD. You even stopped the ADS. So
I don't know. Like, I'm ADS with an SMG, bro. Oh my lord.
Bro is actually in the army. Like he's shooting like he's in the army.
You shots are in. That guy ducked from the roof so quick.
Nah, Timo, I'm gonna be real. You was a real life guppy. You was a guppy. You were the kind of opponents I was looking for in a bottle.
Behind me. Oh, right in front of you, Joseph.
Not a single slide cancel. Nah.
I didn't.
You get shot. Look at
wait.
Like these
times, Soul Press wasn't even a thing. These times, soul friends weren't there, man. Soul friends weren't there, bro. I had to get these teammates to do the thing, you know what I'm saying, my guy?
That's kind of how it was for a bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I couldn't even salvage all of my.
I'm just there spraying a love heart. Look how comedic this is. I'm spraying a love heart for the fakes for a res, bro. I can't believe this shit.
We were all here. We were all here once upon a time.
But I feel like it was the in-game stuff. Like even that, like who uses stickers and like sprays now? No one really.
No one knows that.
But do you know, but it was funny though, because someone used to put like a spray on the top of a staircase and it would look like an opponent.
Yeah,
and then people would shoot.
Hilarious,
bro. Oh my god, I think I had a clip. Yeah, I'm gonna fast through it because I feel like some of this stuff is just body stuff. But,
like I've been baited by that, but that's still hilarious looking back on it.
No, but look at this, like. Bro, I'm peeking every door. I'm crouch walking on staircases. I use heartbeat sensors. Can we talk about that, guys? We actually all used to use heartbeat sensors at some point. We don't even like the game's just changed so much now that we can't do that. And they'd get the C4. You know, C4 was brazier around this time.
C4 was clutch, man. C4 was so good.
Oh my days. What have we got here? I think he had someone in his building. I can't remember. I think I made it across.
Look at this map. It's so grainy and flipping.
I know, right?
Foggy and it's still beautiful.
Like, bro, you know what's so dumb? Yeah, when I think back at this, I look at and think how like I could play so much better than this now and not win a game. But I play so botty here and win a game.
Like, honestly,
it's not boy, it's just patient.
Yeah.
No, bro.
It's not even. It's just cautious. Like literally, it's just way more cautious, which is fine. Like.
Yeah.
It'd be like that Enigma, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, look, I'm using a fucking thermal scope. M4, like, it could have been a thermal scope, M4, a growl, but no, I said M13. Jesus.
Understandable though, fast fire rate is a kind of a go-to. If any assault rifle has a fast fire rate and it's got decent recoil, you're gonna use it.
I'm here trying to use the canted. Look, this is before they had that whole, what do you call it? The whole canted mechanic, like the tac stance. I'm already trying to do it with a scope. I was at M4 and Jam. He was using M4 and Javelin when the game dropped.
Wait, you didn't know this jump up?
Bro, how? Bro, I was a bot. I was a bot.
Do you know what it is? Because I'm looking at it thinking, would I look at that and think that's a jump up? And I don't think I would.
I would in ghosting?
Probably not.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. This like, bro, I'm on 2 kills. I'm having a time of my life. Everything's going well. No kills. I can't remember what happens here.
You're shitting yourself because it's
all
awfully quiet.
With on your face, like.
Look at this, bro.
So fun.
What even happens here? Are these? Oh wait, I remember this.
He's run off.
I remember this. Alright, so you remember we were talking about C4s, yeah? Watch this.
Oh my god, what are we about to?
I even miss. I don't think I should actually be able to hit the person I throw it at, but it still manages to get a hit reg.
Look at up car. I'm gonna let it drive past. I'm gonna first. Oh no, fuck.
I'm here trying to think. Okay, maybe I'll throw it there.
It's just the.
Yeah,
it's just the caution. Like, it's such a slow. Look at you just creeping back.
Down one.
Nah, deep the down though. Man, use the fucking canted grip.
I use the reflex, not the I've looked.
Yeah.
Respect there. So like,
the reticle on that thermal was awful.
I know.
I'm gonna give you that.
The C4.
Great C4.
Bro, I still think there's a guy behind us. I didn't realize that the vehicle moved in front of us and he didn't get his teammate behind. Nice? Yeah, nah, no, man.
They're gonna be somewhere around here, guys.
I'm just giving comms, like the comms are passionate. Oh wait, no, this was hilarious because Dre was running away, right? And he drove away from us, and then all of a sudden he started getting C4'd or RPG'd, and then he ran back to us. He started screaming. You're gonna hear him screaming. Yes.
Yeah, free this gameplay is not 20 women site.
Look, this is what I'm saying. The game would change.
So I wish I could go back and play Battle Royale too. I would take this over losing my head because I couldn't drop a 20 or 40.
Yeah, no, facts. Absolutely.
Honestly,
absolutely.
This was fun. Like all of this here was fun. Like you was immersed. Like you wasn't overcommitting and whatnot. This shit was fun. Warzone, when I first hopped on Warzone, I used to bang out recons and just sit in the last zone because I cared about wins so much.
Nah, for you.
But then back then, actually, it's like what changes in our mindset? Because I would say that we've always been competitive. I don't think we've become more competitive. I just feel like from jump we're all naturally that. But even with that, we still enjoyed these games, like these slower,
games,
funny games.
Yeah.
Carefree. Like, why is it now that if we have a game like this, we're literally like, bruh, I'm not dropping this amount of kills. Like, oh, the lobby's dying fast. But, like, it's just the mindset's just so different.
Do you know what it is? When you get better at the game, the confidence.
Big Timo, press what you're taking.
And then you think you can, well, not think, but you decide to like overcommit to certain challenges because you know you've got the gun skill to maybe get away with it if things go wrong. That's where I realized. I was playing with my IRLs and it's like they would be playing for the win, but it's like, oh, but I'm so used to seeing guys on the UAV and then going to push them. You know,
as a team,
guys.
Like,
guys.
Yeah, for you.
Maybe it's just me, yeah. Obviously, look. The gameplay is not fascinating, but the point is, I can actually reflect on how much has changed, but also how much I would have liked for things to have stayed the same. These armor satchels are better than backpacks. I don't care what anyone tells me. I feel like the backpack mechanic is probably the most flawed thing in the game because I feel like, of course, you would like to have plates to the side, have your ammo types to the side and stuff, but you wouldn't have that element of confusion unless there was like, I feel like this is more visual clutter to what we have now. But I feel like at the same time, it's a thing where I feel like there's 50-50.
It depends, actually. It does depend. Because I feel like there's visual clutter in both. I just think it's just the difference is one's on the ground, one's floating. Like, I don't know.
Because I remember when
weapons were spawning into each other, it was a lot harder to get.
I want you guys to hear how passionate.
Didn't they actually make a loot clutter update in Verdansk?
Yeah,
because I'm sure like from the beginning to like where it ended at, it was very different. Like they did,
but it was still the same issue though. It was easier to get the loot after the update, but it was still the same problem.
I feel like what you guys are gonna hear right now, if you guys do hear this here, you're gonna think, what the hell? I called the satchel a gold backpack.
Wait, what?
Because I went from Fortnite to playing this, right? And obviously when looking at the UI, wait for it, you're gonna hear me say it.
Had UAVs and stuff, you know.
Wait for it.
Yo, I need some ammo in
Do
it.
you have a UAV? Do you have a UAV? Yeah, there's ammo all over the place. You don't pick up this gold.
Get this body shield, get the body shield, get the new body shield.
Okay, I called it a body shield. Yeah, I'm a bot. I'm a bot. I was playing Apex.
You know what? Actually, because we get onto team all the time. We're like, you were never about for Apex, like. But you know what? That might exonerate him. I think it just proves that he was actually on Apex. Because I'm actually using the terminology.
These are the people. Yep. And I got dropped by you. Wait, I got dropped by a Prezi.
I can't lie. Fair enough. I think we should save that one. You were on the Apex streets.
They're gonna shoot me down.
Hey, listen. All I can say is it was Dre and Gaines I was playing with, and I only ever played Apex with Dre and Gaines. So when I asked them to play this with me, they were like, okay, we'll play. But obviously they're going to still have their whole Apex terminology, and that couldn't escape me. So I was like, yeah. I don't even remember how I get kills here. But it's crazy. Like, I remember these buildings in the back of my mind. Like, if I was to play now, bro, oh my God. It's also why I recognize map knowledge is everything. Map knowledge is absolutely everything.
That will come with time though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but maybe back here, and even maybe towards even the end of Verdansk, I didn't feel like I had enough map knowledge because I didn't play enough in Verdansk. I played a lot more Rebirth. I played a lot more Ground War, but I didn't get to learn every single area. Whereas, like, if I was to play Urzikstan now, I'd be in the same spot because I played so much Rebirth. And I think that kind of tells you the state in which Resurgence also is in right now.
Oh my God, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, I was stressed here. Oh my God. I was so stressed.
Where you was getting
I was like, what the hell? Oh man. And then those two are just getting to work.
IRL as well.
Yep. And then I saw. Look at that. Yeah, man. Get my little one kill.
carrying like 4 bullets. God,
Bro, it's the fact that I kept on using this reflex. I'm thinking, bro, why am I
why do
using?
you even have the third one?
don't
Like,
know.
you know that thing is horrible.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Just let it go. No.
They're all in that building.
I think my boy gets dropped here.
On the right.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
720p, you know,
This is crazy.
in the ghetto.
Be advised, UAV is being
What?
RTB for resupply.
Yeah, this is just.
Hey, first line cancel. First line cancel.
Oh, he got wigged.
Angie slid as well. You slid jump.
Oh, fucking dead.
And then I got dropped.
Man said one shot.
I did my first line cancel and got dropped with a shotty.
You can do it, you can do it, man. You can do it.
And then Dre gets one.
He's out behind us, yeah?
Season 2 bush game.
And then Gaines gets the W. Look at the excitement. Bro, like deep it, yeah. You can't, you know what is, yeah? When you look, that reminds me of season 2 bush camping with green jump. With green pump, I'm dead. That's a bush camper with a green pump shotty. Don't kill me, bro.
Rarity was all you needed. That thing was decent.
No, but I just look at the excitement that I had when winning that game, because I think that was like, I remember playing a lot later on,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get a win without Gaines or Dre. Like, I would literally record, like, this was during lockdown, I would record for like 8 hours flat. I could not get a win because these two would not play Warzone. They preferred Apex, they would not play Warzone. So I would convince them to only play COD, and then all of a sudden, I only ever won games with those two people. So then I remember playing with Tino, and we get wins all the time. I'm just like, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Like, why? What's going on here? What is it that I don't know what's going on?
Mm.
When it counted the sweats.
Bro.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's. I kind of hear it. Because if you don't already have like, if you got like one set squad that you came from another game on, like,
Yeah.
I literally had the same. I had the same experience, but then I didn't have to fight so much because like the first team like I ever really played with on Warzone was the people I played with on Apex. So it was my brother's friend, and then his friend. So we used to play Apex, was obviously 3 people. So when we went to Warzone, it was really easy because it was like, like we were all down, like, and they used to play COD anywhere.
Yeah.
It was just seamless. It was like, oh yeah, we love Apex. We've been playing that for time. Let's just play Warzone and see what going on.
I'm sorry.
But the only issue was the fact that there was quads as well.
No.
So like, can you imagine three of us where you're so used to playing?
You need that fourth.
We're like, hold on, there's quads. Now we need a fourth.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
barely, like, I remember there
You
was
wouldn't
times
get-
it was try or fourth.
Yeah.
And like, sometimes it wouldn't work.
It
And
just
we're
wouldn't
like,
work.
okay, so how do we explain to them that like this ain't
This ain't working.
Like, we can't lie. Like, we're better off as a trio, like as a trio.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, like when you do have like that squad that's down to play, I guess like either game, like it is a lot easier to just get used to that. And then just put out some chemistry and stuff. But yeah,
I think the general consensus, obviously, for us at the time was like okay, so like I said, I moved from Apex, and I went from playing with my IRLs to people I don't know, but they're on the net and they want to play the game just like I do, and they want to get better at the game just like I do. So like for me, it was almost like, wow, like one thing I noticed immediately is a skill gap, not so much in the game, but the people I'm playing the game with and how far ahead they are in regards to COD compared to me, because I was still playing a lot more FIFA and all the other like other titles I used to play at the time. So where like I was doing all right on Apex and I had a bit of like understanding on how to play BR, I had no understanding of COD, which is a game that I play multiplayer wise more or less all the time, and trying to like outfrag my teammates on team deathmatch or whatever, to like having no sense of, I had no sense of direction on Resurgence or Verdansk at the time. And then it just went from there to, okay, I now have to gradually learn how to get better at the game. I then started playing with people that evidently were better than me at the game and could offer me something that my IRLs couldn't. So, yeah, man. And then now, well, I mean, now they won't even pick up a games console. You know, they're far and wide. You know, they've done everything.
It's true that like the best way to learn at anything is just to play with people that are better than you.
Facts. I agree.
And I think when you go into Twitch, you kind of start to realize, wait, as good as like you are or can be in your friendship group, it's like there's always going to be a group of people that are just way ahead for no reason. Like,
And
and honestly, if I feel like if you don't like try and play with people that will just clear you on these games, like you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. if you're the type of person that wants to get better, like I don't think I'll be as good as I am if I didn't end up on Twitch and meet some new people that actually
absolutely. Like, I'd still be playing
like I do.
Same.
I'd still be playing on that 4. You see that TV behind me? I'd still be playing on that 4K TV behind me. Yeah. No field of view. No depth of field. No weapon motion. No. Listen, I would have played.
No suppression
controllers.
Yeah, exactly. No, to be fair, I would have known about controllers. I don't think I would have known about scuffs. I probably would have gone down a different route of controllers. But I did know like there was an advantage on playing different controller types at the time. It's why when I switched from Xbox to PlayStation, I had to get a different type of controller because I didn't like the regular P4 controller at the time. Mainly because of stick drift, but it is what it is. But no, before I get lost in the loop here, yeah, like you can clearly see from that game that guys like that's either month 1 or month 2 of Warzone in its purest form. You know what's so funny? So that's still on my YouTube channel, and at the time, I think it like until obviously before I became a content creator, I didn't really feel like this was actually going to be my form of content. But it was 3 years ago. Let's see, I posted this 3rd of May 2020. So that's exactly 1 month and almost 2 months. So like a month and 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then you go from there to kind of all of this other stuff. I know I've got quite a few things that a few people have sent me. I know you guys have got a few. If you guys want to kind of get that on screen, so we can all have a bit of feel.
I got the clip loaded.
Let me see that.
I got the clips loaded. I like it's not just you that's gonna come and embarrass us. You're gonna shed the embarrassment. It's okay. I don't mind. It's his life.
Yeah.
I got it on Discord if you want to share that.
That's fine. I can full screen it on here as well, I believe. I can close that. Okay, let me just get the volume up.
I couldn't get footage from. I don't even know if I have footage from year 1. I'll be so real.
Oh my god! This is
it's old.
Nah, it's all good.
It's old, and I think this is when I first started playing with just people I'd met. So like you can see Genesis VB.
Yeah, man, like Jen, Big Generali, and then Cass Candy.
Miss Cass Candy.
Yeah.
I got to sing every time. Sorry, guys.
Nah, you're good.
But yeah, so this is actually I wanted to highlight this clip specifically because I think one thing that we have been begging COD for, which they kind of did with the boys, was just better events. I feel like the events that they put on, they've been more misses than hits.
Oh, facts.
Like we always talk about the boys, but like that's the only one that's really been memorable. That's actually been really fun. Hence why they brought it back. What, another 2 times? I think they brought it back maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I really used to fuck with their events in normal Warzone. Like, their haunted events have been. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really enjoyed them like that. For the first few years. Haunted
Verdansk was.
It was different.
Chef's
it
kiss.
Was actually different.
Like I can open a box and actually scream. I'm not even supposed to scream, and I'm screaming.
But yeah, this is prime example.
The twisting of words.
Points in hate to see it.
What this was like. Gone. Yeah. Weren't dealing with that. Weren't dealing with that.
No.
Yeah. It weren't it for me. I'm not gonna lie. They weren't no words.
She said, nah.
Like,
no.
The first time they ever brought an event like that, my first box, I wasn't on it.
Nah, bro.
But yeah, I think my favorite memories from like Verdansk probably stem from Toxic Tuesday. Obviously,
bro.
Yep. If you were there, you were there.
Yep.
You might hear whispers about it every now and then when we try. But there were a lot of OGs on Twitch
at the time. You know what I'm saying? I feel that
doing their own thing now. But obviously, myself, Genesis VB, and Tina the Plug, we did start customs every week called Toxic Tuesdays.
Yep.
And it's crazy because when you're doing certain things, I don't think you appreciate it the way. I think it's like that for everything. You don't appreciate things to the full extent that you're going to when looking back.
Yeah.
And at the time, I think we were so caught up in like how many people we could get into it and how many people are enjoying. Like we were just caught up in like just the trying to get as many people involved
on board.
As possible.
Yeah.
We didn't really look at what we had already.
Yep.
and how sick it was. Like the
Yep.
fact that we literally every week without fail had enough people to run some type of customs. Like no matter how hard it was crazy.
Welcome,
Like,
Nazen.
people that came week after week, every Tuesday, or we get tweets like, "Oh, it's Toxic Tuesdays happening."
Yeah.
It's a mad
Like,
thing.
I feel like when you look
not
back at it as well, like obviously because I was a participant in Toxic Tuesdays, when you look back at it, like you'd wait for the rule set to be addressed in chat. You knew who you were coming up against as well. After a few weeks, it's almost like, okay, cool. I need to get my lick back for what they did to me last week. People are posting clips on the timeline. Like you think at the time you're thinking, like you said, you're focused on the growth of it and how you're gonna get more people involved, but you're not really noticing at the time that's actually happening just at a much slower rate or a rate in which you won't expect it to kind of happen. And all of a sudden, it's not even a matter of how many people are now joining the customs, it's who's joining the customs. Like we spoke the other day about how you guys met Amin, who I still believe to be one of the greatest gamers I've ever watched. But like, it's funny how that happened.
Like without Toxic, I let that boy shine. He's gonna be a star one day. But I'm gonna take every opportunity to let you guys know. None of you lot would know Amin if not for Toxic Tuesdays.
If it weren't for Toxic Tuesdays,
it's okay. But just understand,
this guy would have trolled somewhere else.
Amin would not have been round these parts if he did not stream snipe me and Jen.
Yeah.
On Toxic Tuesdays.
You wouldn't know him.
That's what I would take credit for. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else, all his accolades. But I was saying, I'm gonna say we found him, but like we found him. You know?
Nah, man.
But yeah, it was crazy. Like I mean, I've been special, right? And I think that's what it's about. Like it's just certain people. Like it doesn't really matter. The how doesn't always matter, but it's just like if you do something just for the community, something great can come out of it. Like there's a lot of people that met each other, not just from these customs, but other people were doing customs too. I remember Geordie Gal. I've even got like a clip from that. She did her customs like as well. She's one of the first people like really to do like women's customs, and it was also mixed, but it was just like custom lobbies on like Rebirth Island.
I mean, even there, like you're like we've now gone from like our origin stories to kind of effectively how it now like what Warzone actually offered us in regards to real life friendship, and also being able to kind of make solid connections, and ultimately what it meant for us, not just as creators but as people. And I think when you obviously look at what Toxic Tuesdays was, and again around the sort of people that built it, it's very easy to kind of have the element of community and belonging to that community when like every week you're just like, oh my god, Jen did this, or Tino did this, or Piggy did that. And then the week after, you're almost like, like I said, you got to get your get back. Like the whole thought process for that week. I remember the first one. I remember the first Toxic Tuesday that was yesterday, because you lot remember Littles, right?
Yeah. Oh, Loomsy.
If you don't remember, there was a clip that I don't have this clip here, so you guys are gonna have to kind of try and visualize this. Me, one-eyed ghoul, and I can't remember the last person for the life of me. I think it might have been DK. DK. It was DK. It was DK. It was DK. It was DK.
Oh my God.
How was you walked in as that's happened?
Tuesday alumni.
So imagine me, one-eyed ghoul, and DK. We're on a rooftop. Don't make me find the clip. Please find the clip, bro.
That clip, please.
Littles had been in the sky watching, right? And he flew down, and I'm here thinking, wait, what is that sound? Me not having good hearing at the time. He's flown down, and he's meleeed both me and Joey. We're both dead. I have a full SMG and AR, by the way. We probably wiped 2 teams, and then whack. I'm just like, what? Bro, I couldn't show a face for 3 weeks for Toxic Tuesdays.
Me and Jen and Tino are literally, because for a
They're
while we were
spectating.
playing the customs, so we just spectated. We have watched this happen live on Twitch.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Their reactions as well.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up.
Oh, there's certain moments that are just so special that
they are.
we'll never get back. Like there's so many things. Like I remember for me, there was like for a while, you know, when you meet so many sick people at the game,
Yep.
start to think, oh, cool. Maybe I'm not that good in it. Like that's what I suffered with. So that's why when I was spectating, it was alright because I wasn't put on the hot seat. But I do remember one particular Toxic Tuesdays where me, Tino, and Jen actually played and it came down. They both died, and I'm there. There's about 3 teams alive. I'm on my lonesome. I got a Mac 10 in my hands, one of the best guns that we've seen in the recent years.
No,
And
littles definitely.
somehow I'm holding down one Degger chest, one desk, sorry, one small desk in the building, and everyone keeps running, flying inside, and I've had to like 1v6 to win. Like, and it went like the chat went crazy. Like, honestly, I think I've got that moment somewhere. I'll try and find it, but. Like, for me, in the 4 years I've been playing COD, that's a top 3 moment. And it's something so small, like, it's one little cut, like, it's not even...
I feel like I'm going to find this clip, you know.
I won an actual tournament on Apex before, do you know what I'm saying? And that's not even top 3. So, it's just like, yeah, it's the intangible stuff that's, like, that's special. But this is from one Toxic Tuesday. I don't even know what I did here, I'll be real.
Oh, no, I found the clip.
Joking. Wait.
And I can even hear Jen's voice.
Is man...
Oh! Get shit on! Get absolutely shit on! Somebody clip it!
Hold on. Somebody clip it. Hey, wait.
Like, I didn't have a HyperX in it, so you know.
You lot are gonna laugh at this one still. You lot are gonna laugh. You lot are going to laugh. Screen? Yeah, no. I changed the screen specifically, but you're gonna laugh at this one. I promise you. So you're gonna hear Jen's voice from this clip, and when Jen talks over a clip, it's already golden. Yeah. Okay. So here we have Littles doing the mad thing on your boy 2GUD, pause, and
wow.
When I'd go.
Good pause. Good pause.
Oh, fuck, lay down.
Good pause.
Oh, fuck, lay down.
Good pause.
No way. Oh, fuck, lay down.
Good pause.
No way. Oh, fuck, lay down.
Good pause.
No way. Oh, fuck, lay down.
Good pause. Bro, I just realized you heard that like 6 times.
No, but
wow.
even still.
It's because of my opening my thing.
I'll replay this for you guys. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, replay it.
Raw for the dub. Yes, exactly. For the dub.
Wait, what's the echo, bro?
Hold on. Why did I do that? Hold on.
Oh, fuck, lay down. No way.
All targets eliminated.
For the dub. Can you imagine?
You know this clip haunted me for like, I don't think I understand how this clip haunted me. I don't like, before you guys know me as Timo 2. Say again?
Close it. I can hear you twice.
Oh, wait, what?
Am I still going? Like,
Wait, I'm so confused.
I can literally hear you twice.
Wait, what? Where?
Is it just me?
I can't.
Wait, chat, can you hear him twice or no?
It's what maybe you have a stream
Is that
on.
just me? I might just be me then. Sorry, go on.
Ah.
It might just be me.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, word. So what happened was Timo 2GUD didn't have super hearing like he has hearing now, and obviously and my teammate may have said that I've been meleeed. You need to turn around, and yeah, all I can say is it was a long day in it, because I can't believe I've watched this 3 times. Like, this is how bad. Like,
It's embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. It's great. No, I had a stream open as well.
No way.
Man,
What's even worse here?
I got one tap.
That lobby saw it.
the other guy, no one else in the lobby saw it.
Everybody else saw it because you were the last ones alive. So everybody was spectating. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone who was in that customs watched that happen
Yeah, man.
from all angles. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. I couldn't show face. Like, you know how many people would be like, Ed said you got gone back by Littles. Do you know how rude it is for someone to say you got gone back by Littles? I'm literally just sat here thinking, shit, how do I this was almost like a career defining moment for me. Because I didn't know what to do. Like, bro, I was like, yo, Littles will come back. And I've spoken to Littles more recently, maybe about a couple of months ago, and he never reminds me of this. But the fact that I can go back and think about this, I'm thinking, wow.
was your finest moment?
Oh no, I've had worse. I hope no. Actually, this might actually have been the worst. this might actually have been the worst. Because, like, I was trying to think, yeah, like, let's categorically try and put this into place, right? So this happened. Oh shit! I tabbed out. I want to believe that happened. When did that custom start? This would have been before, like during Cold War, maybe slightly before. Hold on.
Wait. Trey said, "Don't worry, I had worse. I once hopped in a vehicle thinking it was a London, and then I got C4'd in the back seat."
I know that C4 metal was dumb. I can't lie.
You put yourself in a hostage situation.
That C4 bullshit was.
No, I can't lie to you. That actually happened a lot, you know. Cause you can just get into the vehicle. Don't you remember? You can just.
So
get
this
into a car,
happened.
like owned by someone.
Damn, this happened 6 months into Warzone. This was in November of 2020.
Damn.
Wow, like that. Look, like you can even tell from how old the clip is. But Jesus Christ, like wowza.
Yeah, man.
Littles used to actually put. Oh my God, wait.
Enemy dropping into
Watch me friendly.
Loadout drop inbound.
No, you take it.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what? Let's not do that to Littles. So yeah, man.
Probably supposed to be like that.
No. But yeah, so obviously, like we were speaking, like customs were now a thing in Warzone, and then it was. Wait, hold on. I remember, like, you know what? Okay, let's look back at this real quick. I remember hearing about this because when Wilsey killed Tammy Abraham and Sancho, that shit had me dying for days. I actually knew about Wilsey through multiplayer, not on Warzone, and then I got recommended to watch him through iMac, who was obviously like looking at YouTube predominantly at the time. But no, the fact that you could actually, like, you didn't know and probably didn't care at the time who you killed. Like, I remember Woolsey killing Aiden at one point. I know Naf doesn't play the game anymore, but Naf was very much, you know, a demon on the game. And like, you would just go around and you'd hear about left, right, and center being good at the game. And then when you put them in a custom lobby, it was like, shit, like you got to be T'd. I remember hopping into a Sam Hams customs not too long ago. Wait, I never saw this if it was Tammy and Sancho. No, bro, has he got the clip? I wonder if Wilsey actually still has the clip on his Twitter handle.
Wait.
Let me investigate.
I don't know how long that's gonna take you to look for.
I mean,
what did you have? Did you have any clips?
I only got one.
You only got one?
Yeah, because I delete my stuff.
Why is the meaning?
I didn't care about.
Did you post on Twitter?
You probably did. Just type in Wilsey Tammy Abraham or something on the search. You might find it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's doing it. You might find it on the search bar.
That's actually a fair point. Okay, hold on.
You was gonna scroll through his media, fucking hell, team.
That's what I'm saying. He was quite tired.
Honestly, like, what do you think?
Like
hey, man.
Gotta have these prepared.
Nope. Wait.
You ain't gonna find that, man.
Yeah, you ain't finding that.
You ain't finding that, man.
Oh, that might be why, because I misspelled.
What did you misspell? Oh, I
forgot one Y.
Oh yeah, he's got all the extras in it.
Oh, for the love of. Oh, yeah, I'm not finding it. Okay, fair enough.
Board in the chat, boarding it.
You ain't. Alright, hold on. Let me show you lot my clip then.
Yep, go ahead.
Special. It's nothing special. But this was during the Psych meta.
Oh, Psycho Pistols. Oh, here we go. I did come across Sam Ham when he was playing with Solanke. Yeah, that. So Solanke was actually Sam's duo for like a majority of the time when lockdown was going on. All right, we're watching. Okay, so you were playing with K Squeeze. Okay. Wilsey and. Oh my God. Nice.
Hey Max.
Well, you got this.
So that was a straight ghost. It was a straight ghost flex.
Okay. Man even had that. Look at the camera as well. The position of that
You know what,
camera.
here, yeah, I know exactly the thought process here as well. I was like, Naf just come back from Gulag. I got a bounty team on me. I am shitting myself here. I can't lie to you.
Oh lord.
he
Oh,
tried
them
it.
psychos. Yeah.
Look at him, he's popping his weave.
Oh no, camera broken.
Look at that. You should
Everyone's watching on Twitter, bro.
that's
Now you're
like
good, bro.
you know.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking like Warren now. He's moving.
Nah, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
nah,
he's
yeah,
just
you
like- he's like just
Nah,
styling
them-
us, man.
this
Them
guy,
cycles were nuts. Them
this
cycles were
guy,
nuts.
bro. Yeah,
They were
man.
nuts.
One of his best
Yeah,
clips.
man.
Man. Y'all hold that.
Movement, you know what I'm saying?
And gone back to the back
Like,
of his head.
I'm gonna
Yes.
give you. Do you guys? I know Trey, Shans. Did you guys? I know JG's definitely got clips. If you guys have got anything, you lot can drop it in chat. We can all have a little bit of a reminiscent period. I know we're gonna kind of move on from a few things in terms of like, I think milestones when it comes to Warzone.
Yeah.
So I think effectively here we're kind of looking at that first year, like
Yeah.
before we really got
If there's
into.
one person I like to watch for nostalgia from the Verdansk clips, it's Biffle's like highlights in Verdansk.
Okay.
Boy.
Back then I weren't clipping, you know. I hear it. I have no clips, but me clipping people at bad times. Yeah, Trey, I feel like you would have been. You know what? There was this one clip, yeah, that I always remember where I threw a nade at the back of a vehicle and it literally stayed on the vehicle. So like,
Oh.
I
Wait.
thought I threw it far. It was still in the vehicle when I threw it. I'm thinking, wait, how does that make sense? And then Kai clipped it saying the world's best nade. I'm like, this guy is taking a piss, bro. It literally didn't move from my head. Like, bruh. Nah, I mean,
You know what?
go on.
Speaking of like the cycle and like just the metas, what have you seen? Like what were you using just then? A kilo? No, Amax.
Amax,
Warren.
yes, yours.
Yeah,
The Amax
yeah.
cycle. Obviously, you were using the MP5. Obviously, like there's just I had to get a clip just from one of the best periods on the game.
Okay.
For gun metas, you know, I had to grab something. I had to really show.
Oh,
some respect.
no.
I had to start off right here.
It's the DMR. It's the DMR.
This will go down in history.
It's the DMR.
Controversial. Worst metas. We have
It's the
seen
DMR.
Call of Duty history.
I shot him through the. Oh my gosh! I shot him through the.
Wait.
The bushes.
Oh my god.
Sorry
Oh
about
my
the
god.
police.
DMR could go to hell. Yeah, for real.
You gotta listen to what I say as well after I just.
Piggy.
Oh my god, no.
3 shots.
So cheap.
Wait, can it? There was actually. Oh.
I said I full shot you.
I like the DMR.
Look it.
I like the DMR.
And I hate the DMR.
It can still get gone.
I literally said I like
It
the
can
DMR
still get
and
gone.
I hate the DMR, but it can get gone.
Oh
This
my
is from the
god.
kilo days. God, I missed this.
Fuck.
God, I missed
With
this.
oh wait, go back.
God, I
Because
missed this. Look,
Because wait, so man said grenade. Sorry, you can't have rocket launcher. Oh my god! It even looked like you shot the fucking rocket.
I might have.
Oh my god!
When I was playing with Rose and Wolf.
Oh my days, bro.
I want to gunbuck someone in a minute.
Look,
I want to gun back somebody in a minute, and then you gun back. Oh my
what I
god!
remember is just laughing on this game whilst piecing.
Is that shut on?
No! Nah, Rose kills me with his comms on this game, bro.
Yeah, I gotta play with Rose on Saturn, man. He's too funny. He's instant comedy, man.
Ah, yes. Oh, he was running with conviction.
Just before this, Wolf told me to run.
I'm dead. Wait, nah, he fucked up. He fucked up. How is he gonna slide around and go?
What he just did. This is, I can't lie, this is like one of my favorite clips.
I really want to
this
jump
game.
out, low-key.
This is first 6 months of Warzone. Me versus 3 vehicles.
No, go back.
Let me run it back.
Oh
Listen,
my-
we're getting chased by
Oh my
3
god.
vehicles, yeah?
Oh my god. See
Me versus the world, man.
C4s. Oh my god.
I thought I was gonna die. I'm doing something dumb.
Oh my god.
Kobe.
Oh my god.
Movie.
Oh my god.
And then
Yeah, this.
mine.
One more downstairs.
Yeah, man. This was my Warzone experience in a nutshell. Yeah. This is my Warzone experience.
I'm sorry, yeah. You know what kills me? It's the fact the mine shit kills me, yeah. But it's the fact that there were 4 vehicles in one area, one tried crash into you, and the other 3 got destroyed with 2 C4s. Are you taking the piss?
Look at the mini map in the top left. Look at the state of my mini map. Why the 4 vehicles in the car chase? This is what you don't find this anymore.
No, you don't. You don't.
You don't find this anymore.
No one drives. Everyone's on foot.
Everyone's on foot.
No.
Everyone's afraid to get seen, but you run weapons with no silencer on it.
Yeah.
The game's just it's weird. It's all over the
changed.
place.
It's
You either
changed.
love it or you hate it, and yeah.
I think if I go through to my TikTok, I'll be able to show you guys. You know how Warren was talking about the whole sticker on the wall joint?
Yeah.
Alright. So this is one of my first ever clips on TikTok. I'm gonna introduce you guys to this one. It's
If
you were ever looking. I can't full screen it for some reason.
Still see. What?
Alright, Timmy, I appreciate you for the follow. How we doing? Anyway, I want you guys to pay close attention to what happens here and the volume on this, right? Because this shit right here, hilarious. Alright.
Looking for a way to deal with Timo.
Wait.
If you were ever looking for a way to deal with Timo 2GUD, this would be one of those ways to deal with him.
Oh my! Your boy Timo 2GUD. It's your boy Timo 2GUD, yeah, has been stacked on more times than you can count. It doesn't start here. It started back in the dance, baby. They had a 4-man in a bathroom with RPGs.
Oh my god.
Bro, they used. You know what it is, yeah. When I first saw the guy on the wall, yeah. You know, I didn't edit this part in, but I actually shot the guy on the wall, thinking, "Oh yeah, it's an op." And then I didn't see.
I thought it was an op as well.
No. So I'm here thinking, the way I'm thinking, yeah, like I'm calm, like no one's there. I can hear footsteps, but I can't tell where. And then I turned that corner and I'm dead.
I've never seen anything like that.
Bro.
Look how he's posted.
Look, one's there, one's in the toilet. Yeah, bro.
That's Charlie gameplay.
Bro.
Right there. That's actually how Charlie. No, honestly, that's how Charlie likes to play. He finds that amusing. And a person that killed you is probably laughing his head off.
Yeah, no, he is. At that moment, Timo knew he fucked up. Oh yeah, facts. 100p, bro. 110%. That right there used to be that was my gaming experience on this game.
Yeah.
Obsidian RPG is crazy. Tell me about it, bro. This shit had me like tight. Like from when, man. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us can go through our TikToks and find some crazy clips here. But you see my joints here. Some of the stuff that I used to experience.
Is that what that was? I didn't even clock. Was that an Obsidian RPG?
Yep.
Was that a normal
Nope. Obsidian. Hold on.
Oh, I just
If you were
Yeah,
ever
no, that person. Yeah, there's intent. There's actually intent behind the RPG. Like
he said, you are going to suffer. I don't know how, but by the hands of this RPG. So what I actually got? I got a Shure V7.
Ryan.
Nah, shit was crazy still. I want to see if I can find anything else on here. Let's see.
Crazy.
Oh, I remember this one. Alright, so basically, this is when I was on PS4 with no Ethernet and I was using Wi-Fi. And guys, this is a lesson in like streaming, content creating, just gaming full stop. Don't play with Wi-Fi, bro. Get yourself an Ethernet cable, connect to your modem or your your router or some kind, and please.
Or a booster. Like I have a whole man.
Because
no one Warzone just wants to get 3 kills.
No
Well,
other
here's an
choice.
example of exactly that.
Now I am shooting a guy that's right in front of me.
You shooting him, nigga?
Guys, my game just lagged.
This stupid ass motherfucker just don't know when to quit. Why you shooting
He's
for?
trying to reconnect the server, and it's gonna give him the kill.
That's how you do it, shit. Like,
Of course you
He
did, nigga.
actually.
I was in the gulag the very next moment.
Didn't even show you die.
No, it didn't even show me dead. It showed me in the gulag. Guys, I was like,
They just spawned you.
That's wireless gaming for you right there.
guys, don't do it. Don't do it.
Did you
This
use
was-
the gulag?
No, I don't even remember. You know what? Probably because I probably lost it because I had a circle mini map. Guys, this was back when I was playing with a circle mini map. I can't. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I don't even remember if mine is square. I think
Nah,
it is.
mine is most definitely square. I remember this one. This one I thought should have got more love on the TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously this is when I really discovered that I was just too good. You know what I'm saying?
I need is one mag. I'm just too good.
The funny thing is, yeah, I remember recording this voiceover at my workplace on my lunch break.
What?
Yeah. I didn't have a micro, I didn't have a PC at the time. I was still on console. I just used my phone.
Wait for Greasy Grind.
That's what I'm saying.
Whole team down with one mag. Whole team down with one mag. Homie thought he was gonna self, and I still had enough time to get the res.
Was what? I'm never playing Warzone again. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to what we have now. No.
All I need is one mag. I'm just
Next music as well. Yeah, man.
Oh, I miss it, man.
Nah. This stuff, man, oh man.
Miss it, man. I can't.
You know, this was just, we had it good, man. We had it good. I think obviously we can talk about Caldera at a later point. We'll kind of get into that Cold War. I know we spoke about the DMR and there were a few other metas. Chat, what was your favorite meta in Cold War? Because I feel like there's too many to kind of pick from.
Cold War's a hard one.
It is. I mean,
What,
I
like
remember.
for multiplayer?
What
was it?
Because I'm trying to think multiplayer. I didn't really pay too much attention to metas. Blixen and NZ. That's Vanguard though. That's not Cold War.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what comes to my mind is not. It's really not even.
Mine was Krig and OTS. That OTS 9.
OTS.
That OTS 9 was a bit special
AUG
still.
before its nerf was good.
Oh, the
That
free
shit was
round?
broken. Yeah, that shit was amazing.
He did like the XM4 for a time.
XM4.
I did really fuck with it for a while.
XM4 was
Yeah,
nice.
when everyone was trying to use it as a sub, I was still using it as AR.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
XM4 Mac 10, yeah,
Me
valid.
personally, now I feel
Yeah,
like I was still using MW guns.
That's
So
overall.
the only thing I remember using extensively before the OTS was the Mac 10. So I have to say the Mac 10 and maybe the Bullfrog, because the Bullfrog was what I started using with the AMAX. So I was still using MW guns, but when it came to SMGs, I was all over them Black Ops Cold War SMGs. So I would like to say probably AMAX, Bullfrog, or Mac 10 for me, I think. Because if you don't remember, I remember somebody, I don't know who it was, if it was Repos or I think it might have been someone from the UK, it might have been Jukies or Louis CM that put like a Mac 10 build with a flashlight and there was no muzzle on it, but I can tell you now, movement on it and like TTK, bruh, like that shit was, I wonder if I can actually find that shit. Hold on.
Blinding. You see the flashlights, man? They had no place in that game.
Yeah,
it was so pointless. How do I tell you? Like, as if they really think that I can't see in dark corners. I mean, yeah, of course.
I
like,
wonder.
If I'm in a dark corner, I can't see them that well, but I'm still gonna spot them. I need a flashlight.
And they wouldn't help you see, but they would probably blind the enemy. Like,
Yeah.
Not just that as well, but you baited me out. I'd rather just have a laser if you're still gonna bait me out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I guess
fact.
it was the other buffs that people would use, ain't it?
I'm gonna see real quick.
It's good times, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, it was
Never get back. Try to be that person.
We're never gonna get
I
it back. It's
don't
crazy.
enjoy it. I'm
I don't
joking.
know. I'm lying. I'm gonna give my last bit of faith to go for the last bit of.
Is that because Verdansk is coming back?
Felix Felices. Well,
Wait, but it's not coming back for gold.
I didn't. Do you know what it is? I didn't even
It is.
take that into account.
Verdansk is back for Cold War. That's what Cold War was.
I didn't know that.
That's what 20.
I didn't take that into account. I'm actually looking at a good game. Like, forget the map. I can always play on a map. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can play Kazakhstan fine, and obviously Caldera is probably the one map I will not play. Like, you couldn't even pay me to play that game. I mean, play that map.
Do we have other clips from other people?
I have gameplay. Yeah, I do have clips actually. I have a couple from Enigma.
You speed run through that, yeah, and then maybe
speedrunners.
Maybe break down.
Yep.
The maps from Warzone, and then talk about the future. We hope for the future. Just because we're more mentioning goal for it, a light bulb went off in my head.
So, yeah, I've literally got like 30% left of like Warzone faith before I go back into retirement.
I might go to Halo. You know, like I might do a complete 180. Just do something.
Listen,
wild.
Piggy, I will back it. I haven't even played ranked. I have not touched any ranked game, so I'm unranked.
I've been watching like the Halo.
So this is
Piggy. Respectfully, Piggy. I will put you in the backpack, and I can help. I'll get you through it. I will teach you the ropes on Halo, Piggy.
I don't mind. I got Game Pass. I think I might be okay. Like,
listen, any excuse to get on Halo.
No thanks. I feel like we should do that as a YouTube video.
Yes.
Like Warren teaches me and Timo Halo and see how far we just go straight into ranked.
That's gonna.
Let's go straight into ranked. Like.
Oh yeah, he's ready.
And do you know what? Do you know why I also think that's a good video? Is because let's just say I'm teaching you guys like rotations and like
see me on Gears.
Things
I'm
in
dead.
The game while progressing through ranked. So we start like imagine we start off like really bad. We have bad games, and next thing you know, next 5 games we're just shitting on people. And
like,
even you are getting it.
Yeah, I think that'll be sick. Like imagine you calling something out, and we're like, "What the is that?" And then like a couple games later, like we kind of start clocking on. Like I thought that'd be dope.
You guys can see my screen, right?
Listen, when you get
I can't full screen this for whatever reason. It won't let me. But we got him in a vertical format, and he's in Rebirth Island using all the Owen gun. I remember telling people, "Oh my god!" See, this is what I was saying. Like people probably didn't deep how good this SMG was. I know, like obviously it was
too much clutter, man. It takes off your screen.
God damn!
I couldn't stand guns. I did that.
Is that him using the Cooper carbine after?
Oh, he's cracked though.
Nah, Enigma's. Hey, this guy had like a solo world record. No. Oh, he was using the bar. Yeah, nah, bro. Man said the bar, bro. God damn.
A clip from Enigma before.
Oh my god.
Just people like submitted to the visual clutter on this gun because it was so powerful.
Yeah.
So they
you just had to adapt to it.
They just didn't care.
Yeah.
They just didn't care. They just said, "Do you know what? The gun's good. I'm just gonna get used to it." How do I tell you?
And then he has a little P90 joint here. I think this was off of MW2.
They got shit on though.
Oh,
like,
okay.
He was ahead of all 3 of them.
Nice.
Oh, purple shield. This must be
MW2. Yeah. One Vondel first dropped, probably.
Wow. Wandela.
Yeah, this was a serious game when I had 360.
It's so underrated, you know. I wish I used it more. I actually found like a decent build.
Oh, that throwing knife was insane, bro. And he's still fighting.
Because you know what it is when you're in like 1v4s, 1v3s. Once you've got the offense, you gotta stay on the offense. Like
yeah, you gotta stay warm.
Especially when you get knocks as well. You can't slow down once you get the knocks. Do you know what I mean? Because if they all come up again,
what it do? It's your boy coming back at it again for another video, man. And in today's video, what I got for you guys is 38 kills with the FFAR.
I can't lie, Nick, but your quality was crisp here as well. You know,
this combination. It's absolutely lethal right now.
So we're looking at. I lied. I know I spoke about the AMAX, right? But we can't ignore the FFAR, bro. Because the fact that he could use an FFAR and the Mac 10,
as of now, because for one, the FFAR is pretty much better than every single.
You basically got 2 SMGs.
Man said console and editing
this screen
software.
as well was good, by the way. Sorry, can we just talk about this loading screen for Warzone?
Oh yeah, it was cold.
Yeah,
oh wait, you want me to go back?
you can see like all your players like walk in, like getting ready.
Leading kids.
What edition was that though? Was that a Vanguard?
This was it was Cold War. I think Cold War introduced like when they updated on seasons, they had new like
I was using the
thingy screens.
as
So, like, I remember when they had
this came out with Modern Warfare. I'm telling you.
Car 98 obviously
was
long.
Yeah, the walking stuff came out with Modern Warfare. I'm telling you, because I remember the very first map, the background of it, and it was like what was it called?
So for muzzle, we got the
Shoot
monolithic suppressor. Barrel, we got the Singard arm, 27.6.
Look at
Are you on the roof?
The meta on the Car 98.
Nah, I'm sorry, yeah, but for console gameplay, this is clean. Wait, he actually used the term fast as fuck, boy. Oh, I'm dead. Is this the RPD?
You know what, as well, I need to get better at identifying operators because Apex, I could call out operators on Apex because they're so easy to just
Season 1 of Rebirth. Oh my god.
There's too many operators in Call of Duty and I just don't know who to call out.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get killed by a duck skin, I'm just gonna go. I got killed by Crackerton. Yeah, no RPD. I don't think I know anybody that made a broken RPD class.
Oh my god.
25 bullets. Well, that's what I'm saying. 25 bullets on an FFAR, but you're getting it down with 11 bullets. Like,
but do you know what it is though? When you got this in your hand, you're ready to vibe out.
Yeah, facts. Look at RPD got me 10k views. Oh my god. Yeah, same.
Talk that. Talk to me, bro. Was good.
It was, bro. I remember PD. Look at police department. My fucking super. Oh my god. Man said he got stopping power rounds. Oh.
Because I went through like I used to really hate this game. Like in the sense of like just in the grand scheme of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
The past 4 years have made me say some unthinkable things that I never thought I'd say. But in comparison to what we've had in the last 4 years, this was a good game.
How did you not go down? Whoever was shooting him, that is shocking.
Oh my god. Oh, this was me. This was me against Littles. He found a Teemo too good. Just for watching.
Even the way the money would just
oh
fly
my god.
Even that's just the small things.
Oh my god, is he gonna get the res?
Not, man.
It's the little things that I
got the res.
It's
the small things, bro.
You can even turn around while you're resing in that.
Oh, please! I even forgot that they took that away.
Damn it.
You know what I'm about to say. Stuck.
Do I even have to say?
What do you mean? You don't think I can inject someone with a syringe and turn my head? Of course I can. I can do that. Why can't I do it in game?
Go for it.
It's just ridiculous.
So I'm assuming this was. Is this 84 for Verdansk?
Nobody over there. There's 3
I want to think it's 84 Verdansk, or was it just before 84 Verdansk?
I don't remember what that looked like. You know, I have like weird images of certain places, but overall,
this was normal.
Bro, them near-death experiences. Like, what's going on?
Ugh.
Oh, peak.
Yeah, man, it's
such a good time, bro.
Oh, never mind.
Hey,
man, look at the lobby size.
The other one you sent was 84. Yeah, no, this is what we're talking about because Enigma. Actually, this is something we need to talk about as well. But we'll get to it. The player count on the next game.
Oh my god!
Me personally, if it's anything lower than 120, it's gonna fail. Warzone will fail because you gotta think Verdansk was big enough to hold 150 people.
Oh, he just landed there.
Right? I even argue to the point where Al Mazrah could cater to 150, but they reduced it to 120.
Bro, we're at airport
they made this Urzikstan 100 players.
Wait, which side?
Left side.
I don't know where.
More towards the airport. More towards the airport.
Dude, how did I get a hit marker on
mobile to work on the actual game, please?
No, that's
and then let's take into account because Warzone mobile launches in 3 days.
I got bound.
Oh my god. And it has 120 players at launch.
I don't get it.
Mobile has 120 at launch.
Dummy, don't ever try to do it.
I'm telling you, this game doesn't fit like.
I
was going to it, man. We're going to it.
We're gonna get onto that. Yeah, we are gonna get onto that for real.
What's going on over there?
I appreciate you for letting us look at your gameplay. Still, I will look at this more, exclusively in a hot sec. No, I appreciate you for real. Great content. So, where do we go from here? Because obviously we've looked at a few metas here and there. I know we're not going to have enough time to cover every single meta, of course.
No, we can't.
We can kind of wrap up on Cold War. DMR did a lot of damage. I think DMR did a lot of damage to the player base. mentally scarred quite a few of us. However, I feel like they brought it back up with the guns that they released later on down the line. Everyone knows about how to everyone knows how they arrived at using the AMAX before moving on to the Cold War guns predominantly. The C58, the EM2,
Cold War was a good integration because you had the mix of using AR Modern Warfare sub Cold War or AR Cold War sub Modern Warfare. When I look back at Caldera Vanguard, that was probably, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, probably the shittest time in Warzone, like the worst. Because
I would say
thinking about Vanguard weapons, like what
I would say
Vanguard weapons.
Say again?
You got that graphic or the tiers?
Give me a sec.
I thought like that Blicky alone might carry that.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I wanted to say actually.
I don't know the only outlier in.
I don't know if the Blixen was the only one. I'm not sure.
Here's
no other subs that I can think of unless I can stand corrected.
Here's my thing, right? So obviously we've got a tier list in regards to weapons here, and it's quite a big one, right? Because we went through quite a lot of guns. But I think the thing that you kind of touched on, and you speak about Caldera specifically.
Oh, what?
I transitioned in like ridiculously to Resurgence. Well, go on.
Blixen, PPSH, MP40, I'm a Guerrero, Automaton. Nah, you can't be telling me Vanguard.
Vanguard, Caldera as a map. Caldera as a map.
Cold War.
No, you can say you preferred, but like you like because I was thinking I'm not going crazy. Like there wasn't only one gun that was just like took over the meta several times.
Yeah,
they got 3 solid SMGs there.
Well gun, MP40, Armor Guerra, Automaton, OTS9.
I'll be honest with you guys. If you can remember, people weren't using MP40 that much as a secondary. You know, that's how much the Blixen dominated.
Huh? The Blixen came towards the end of the game, though. MP40 was there at the start of Vanguard.
MP40. You know what? This just comes down to memory, and we can't argue about memory.
Can you remember the MP40 short barrel? The short barrel joint.
With that iron sight, with that pointy iron sight.
Yes.
I remember that one. That one.
Hold on. I got something for you guys.
I wonder if there's another gun that actually exists, but not in these games.
I got something for you guys. Hold on. Quickly.
I just remember Vanguard having popular subs, but not many people using them.
I always preferred the MW weapons as my personal preference.
Yep.
But Vanguard definitely did. It came with metas. It didn't come with like, this gun's just decent. It actually came with like meta changing weapons. Like it really did. It kicked other guns to the curb for like a decent amount of time. I forgot they had so many. Like I got
something for you guys still. So right here, we have got arguably. Hold on, can I see this in full screen?
Pretty camera.
Right, so this was during Vanguard, the time of Vanguard, and I played. I don't know if you can recognize the singing voice here, but I was playing my first ever game of Bella on Rebirth.
Yeah.
And this was the closest I got to a full 20 on Rebirth Island. And if I show you how I started this game, it was only with MP40s.
I remember that MP40 meta lasted a very long time.
Oh, believe me.
PPSH, it was like, which one you gonna use? Like,
yeah, I remember there being a blueprint for PPSH. It was like a animated kind of.
Like, yeah, both PPSHs, both types. Sorry, the Hitfire build and the normal main build.
Oh, that Hitfire build. Oh dear.
That one I won't gas too much because that was just stupid.
Look at this MP40, bro. Oh my god.
This was beauty.
I'm shooting bodies. You know what I mean? The blue MP40 from the shop. Bro, you know the only reason I was pissed off with that MP40? Because they initially said it was supposed to be animated. And then it didn't make it animated. No, I need Rebirth back. Hey, listen, it might be back in, in about 3 weeks, buddy. You just gotta play your cards, right?
We don't have these guns.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna play like this.
Weapons are very important when it comes to gunplay. I think people think it's just movement. Like the way that
it's true.
It's got to do with your bullet velocity, damage rate, like all of this plays. Like movement's great. It can look like this, but it won't feel like this. Like your gun is not. You're not getting in MP40.
Where?
What you said, sorry, Warren?
Look at this.
I just think the subs this season could probably be a bit better, in my opinion. Like, because they're making it so classic, they could have brought back, like, even if they came back with the UMP 45 and said this is we're gonna name this UMP 45. Like, it's your studio. I'm sure you're not gonna get copyright claims or copyright infringement or anything like that. Like, they should have.
They just need to change the name of the gun.
They can do that, but they could just bring back the classic subs from the old COD.
Yeah, but and even
Like,
then,
bro, look how aggro I was playing here. Oh my god.
You didn't have no mountaineer. You just took that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed in any way if Mountaineer got taken out. Like, it's fun, yeah, but
yeah, this is a short barrel joint I was referring to.
Me personally, I don't even think the map warrants having a perk like Mountaineer. Like on Old Verdansk, there was so many like jump spots that you could like going in and out of window spots and whatnot. Like from where Timo jumped down, there's a million of those on this map.
Bro.
So that would have warranted having it because of how many plays you can make. The maps that we have now, bro, even with Mountaineer, I don't see people doing that. It's just to jump off the top of a roof and run. Like, that's the only time I see people use it. It's not even to make plays. It's just like, I need to just get out, like not to re-engage. Like,
bro, sorry.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
Make me not wanna play, you know.
Yeah, if I keep watching this, guys, I can't lie. I'm probably not gonna wanna. I'm probably not gonna play. But
Get to that point where it's like I don't want to stop watching, but I need to stop watching. Like, I can't believe that's what we had.
Oh, bro.
I can't believe it.
Oh, bro.
Even if they did nerf Slide Captain like to what it's meant to be, like it still would have banged.
That's hilarious, you know. They wanted to cater to the casuals, so they took that out and gave us a running simulator. Yeah.
Alright, Janice, I appreciate you, gang.
I stand by my opinion on that game. Like 2019 has like the Slide Captain was stupid and it shouldn't have been a thing, but Slide Captain is not the problem. Like Slide Captain did not get brought in with Modern Warfare. It was a Treyarch mechanic. It came with BO4. So like if they had BO4 Slide Cancelling, I would have been fine. But in 2019,
we agreed on like how they could add Slide Cancelling without it being broken, which is like a meter of how much within that. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's
they
just
had that in BO4, you know, and it was perfectly fine in BO4.
Yeah, a little delay or something.
I don't think there's just that element of finding the correct animation, and then obviously like now you notice that it's not so much that we have to slide cancel. We don't. We just have to understand how to reset our tack sprint. And once we were that, we're like, it's just a matter of we're caught in a slide animation and someone's right in front of us. Like, of course we can cancel it, but we can't pull up our gun fast enough to react. Right. So it's a price you have to pay.
Going back to what Piggy said though, because it's not actually an added mechanic where they intentionally created this for it to be used. It's a broken mechanic, and because the broken mechanic are what people familiarize themselves with it, that's now the standard of slide cancelling. So they're only gonna settle for that, which is why people are screaming for tack reset and stuff. And I'm still skeptical about the whole tack reset.
I'm very skeptical. I don't think we need it.
I don't
know if that's gonna make sense.
I think that should be one of the last things on their list to address.
I think the funny thing the funny thing is
that game changing in my opinion.
Like if you look at it from perspective of what they did with the zombie power-ups, right? I actually think they're fun. They're nice to have because they're not constant. Like if you're lucky enough to have killed somebody or opened a box, you're rewarded in a sense. To have it for longer than that duration of time is where like the whole element of speed hacks, which we've obviously seen present in the game more recently, have come from. So if I'm being honest, I don't really see the point in having it there, but I can understand from perspective if it's something that's there like a limited time mode, or it's put in like the Battle Royale preview to kind of experiment to see how they can administer it at a later point if they do wish to with this game. The idea I think will probably happen is they don't introduce it properly, or if they want to make a change to it, they won't introduce that until Gulf War, and they'll look to kind of steadily monitor it to see how well it's best implemented for people to effectively now go off and have fun with. But I know I've spoken about Gulf War again before we even get into that. So we went from Caldera to Al Mazrah, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. I lost a lot of my homies. I lost a lot of my homies playing Al Mazrah, and I know we speak about how now movement's obviously in a much better place than it was last year, because God knows last year we had dinosaurs on our backs. We were literally walking with, like, we might as well be working with like 5 Tims on one foot. Like, we were that slow. It was that sluggish. It was that element of it being so far away from what we'd played over the last 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And there were promises of that game being the best Call of Duty, or the most advanced Call of Duty in history. And, well, it was the most advanced we're going to get to bullshit that we ever got. So,
you know, Rogue.
I can't really speak on metas. I can't really speak on having a great time on that game, because as much as I did create content behind it, I think the only highlights from last year's Call of Duty was ranked play on both Warzone for the first time, and obviously for multiplayer for the first time in a few years.
Yeah.
And ultimately I think it was a thing where, you know, I think the whole Call of Duty community as a, like, in unison can obviously agree that it was just a bad year last year.
Wasn't their finest. Understatement.
I mean, y'all are here now. Y'all may not have been here last year, and I can understand why. I mean, even like from a perspective as creators, like, people were just like, bro, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm a Call of Duty creator and this game is ass. I got to find another game to play, you know? It does happen. IW's ideologies needs to change. Yeah, they do, bro.
I feel like what happened needed to happen because
comfortable.
Everyone's been saying, like, COD seems to have some cult following where it doesn't matter how bad their game is, no one will leave. And for a very long time, a lot of us, and I say us loosely because I already stopped playing COD for a while.
Yep.
But a lot of us were kind of given into that stereotype. We were literally playing a game we weren't enjoying for so long that it did look a bit stupid to other people. It was literally like I kind of started seeing it from their perspective. Like, when you see a whole community complaining about their game day in and day out and they still play it, you kind of just start thinking,
you're
like,
part of the problem.
Are you forced to play this? Like,
yeah, it's a social experiment.
Like, it's not normal. But obviously, being in it is from a love for the franchise overall. Like, it's so many memories and so much time spent. It is hard to leave. So it's like there's like two sides to the coin. But
of course.
NW2, I feel like the core community finally got it, and they put their mental health first. I love that for all of us. Because it was literally like, we just not do it anymore. Like, so many people went to other games. You had one of the biggest COD creators, Nick Merckx, literally switched to Apex.
Completely. Like, he was like, what is this ass?
He did like Apex. I really believed he loved Apex. He tried comp. He didn't do very well in it. That's his own business. But I don't think he wanted to do that. I think, like, if he had it his way, he would have
stayed on COD. He'd have stayed on COD if it wasn't ass.
And COD could have been even way better than it was, and he would have stayed on COD. So, like, and that was like a bit of a catalyst. Like, a lot of other people started leaving. Like, Courage kind of went back to Fortnite. Like, you had a lot of big creators just say, like, hey, I'm out of it. TST from Optic, they were always Call of Duty like team. Like, there was a trio. They went to Apex and played for, like, everyone was just trying other games. Like, whereas Fortnite, whereas Apex, whereas Overwatch, everyone just went and scattered.
They just disappeared.
You just stopped seeing Modern Warfare anything on.
I mean, streams took a hit. Obviously, views on Twitch. Obviously, that's not a huge metric to follow. But I guess if you're looking at it from the perspective of the creators that promote the game, views were not doing so great on Twitch. YouTube videos weren't doing well for pretty much anybody. I mean, if you got a good YouTube video on MW2, it was like a holy grail. That shit was very rare. And then obviously, from a perspective of just opportunities, like Enigma's talking about in the chat, they didn't listen to the creators. They didn't listen to us. They didn't listen to the creators that go to COD next. COD, like, they literally told the guys, look, the game, if this is a beta, we understand, do some more work on it. Don't release this game as it is, because and they then did that, you know. Which
wasn't the first time they ever listened either. I think it was a combination of just not listening for years.
I mean, if you're creators, if you sign an NDA and you can't say anything until the game's dropped, and then when the game's dropped you don't play it, that's a huge indicator saying we gave you guys advice, you didn't listen, and obviously when you don't listen, we can't do anything until much later. Now we've done something much later. You know,
they found a loophole. They didn't breach any contracts. They didn't speak ill of the game. They just started very creative in how they expressed their opinion on it.
I mean, I
think we all started to catch on.
I mean, I remember Repulse putting a video out, Swag putting a video out, Iceman Isaac putting a video out. I remember Nikari talking about it on her stream. They were all just like, bro, what the hell have we just played? Like, like from the moment, I mean, even Biffle and Lucky had all played, and there was this sense of this can't be what we play at launch. Like there was this, like they made a list of at least 10 things they could think of. Was just like, nah, this can't be the game we're playing. God was going off in COD after the COD next year. Now I can imagine, bro, because like you gotta think, like it's not just like, obviously to them it's the element of enjoyment for their stream and their community that they've obviously been able to build on Twitch, but that's also their income. They've got to play a game for the next year that categorically pays them, and if they don't enjoy it, or the people that are part of their community also don't enjoy it, then you know what I mean?
For that is, they just thought, how am I gonna live right now off of this game?
You got to re-strategize.
Yeah.
And you weren't planning for that. You were planning for a whole year of content.
Vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it happened.
It did happen.
We made it through. And I think that Activision clearly got the wake-up call that...
I mean, there was a couple of things, I may say so myself, that helped us through that. You know, a couple of MW2 custom games were, you know, in order. I know the game mechanics were shit, but the gameplay was fun for us as a community. I mean, I even rose back an MW19 custom lobby for that time period because we said we want the old game back. You know what I'm saying? And that got a lot of popular, well, I say a lot of popular, got a lot of hype. I know a lot of people came in and tried to, you know, get themselves involved. People even bought the game again. You understand? So like, you know what I'm saying? So like, and this was me playing it on console initially, but obviously we bought it on PC, and it was just a good time, good vibes, and you can obviously see that there's that element of, you just need that element of connectivity with your community, but more importantly, just have fun. Like, I mean, I know Enigma said again that they went as far to go to the military point of the game as opposed to attacking it from an arcade instead, because I know that's what Black Ops obviously gives us year in, year out, and it's something that I feel that IW need to kind of, you know, kind of look to kind of feature in the next time. I know they haven't got one for another 2 years, so this will be the perfect time to kind of re-strategize and recapture what made their game so good, but also take what's actually worked in the last few years or even the earlier years for Black Ops and Treyarch to use to their advantage. I know that their studios are now somewhat joint to an extent, so they do get help from places here and there. They need to utilize that help as much as they can. But we are now away. We are now a year away from that now. It has been a year of, you know, I'd say year. I think it's been about 8 months. So we've had it since Warzone 3. Okay, MW3's been out since October or November. I think it was November 16th. Warzone dropped on December 6th. So we are now January, February, March. So we're now 4 months. 4 months into this Warzone title. And Sledgehammer is starting to get it. Treyarch and yeah, there you go. So now we're at the, I say 5 months? 5 months mark.
I mean, yeah, if I'm being real,
yep,
I don't think I care about what happens for the next year on this particular game. I was saying it to Timo. To me, this game is the filler game that MW2 was meant to be. It was meant to be a cruising year. Like, we're not really doing anything special, but we're not hurting the title or the franchise. Because MW2 completely almost blew up COD, they now had to extend that time period. Because MW2, in my opinion, was actually meant to be that filler title. It's like, you lot are going to enjoy this, but this is not what we are working on. This is not where our resources are going. This is the place where we're testing all the new features. We're testing our new communication. And they didn't do it. The game was arse. So they had to do it with this game. I don't think MW3 is going to be remembered in the next 5 years of COD. So I don't think we're going to care about this game. We're not going to care about MW2. We're not going to be thinking about any of these games.
Oh, no. We're not going to care about MW2, but we're going to use that as a reference point. Not to, like as in almost like, like we're talking about the Dark Ages. That's top of the list. That's the top of the list.
It is.
Dark arts of Call of Duty.
Nah, literally, I'm telling you, bro. Like, and you know, I know Piggy was talking about it. Me and Piggy actually sat down and spoke about this not too long ago, and we were just like, how, like, if we look at if we look at 10 years of Call of Duty, right? So we're looking at 2014 up till 2024, right? Yeah. Now, if you look at the previous 5 COD titles, so let's say from 2014 to 2019, you could arguably say that those 5 titles will still be in your top 5 Call of Duties compared to the latter 5 since 2019. So 2019, you'll probably pick one Call of Duty between 2019 and this Call of Duty right now. So that's MW3. So between MW 2019 and MW3, you'll probably pick one in your top 5. And then if you look at, I think, no. So in the last 10 years. So let's say, for instance, if I went back to 2009,
I don't know.
Then you would still add. There's like 2 or 3 titles that you would add ahead of MW19. So the argument was, let's say, okay, so if I could, let me see if I can get a list here. Hold on, let me look at it.
That's exactly what I've just looked for. Because I do not know if any COD in the last 5 years is making that to my top 5 list. I'm gonna keep it up. But you said 2009?
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, it don't make it.
There's no.
You had Modern Warfare 2, you had Black Ops, you had Modern Warfare 3, you had Black Ops 3, you had, I mean, personally, Infinite and Advanced Warfare, I didn't really care for, but some people liked one of those, so you might put that in.
No, okay, so this is what I was saying.
That's already like 6 titles that I like. Ain't none of these games making that in that top 5.
So no, well, this is what I'm saying. So when I when I said the first 5 years and the last 5 years, that'll be a 10-year period. So that will stem from 2014 up till now. So we would just have missed out on Black Ops 2 and Ghosts. So we would have had Black Ops 3.
Oh, so it's not 2000. Sorry, I said 2009. You don't say yeah. So that's what I thought.
Yeah, no. So that's why I said if I stem it back to 2009. So if I put it back another 3 years, then Modern Warfare 2019 it's not involved. Yeah. So I think you had Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, World War 2, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 19, Cold War, Modern Warfare 2, and then.
Okay.
Yes. So
this is a much kinder selection. This is like a
perfect. Yeah. So what Enigma's just said in chat now, BO3 is the most complete in that list. Not gonna lie. So I believe Black Ops 4. I think Black Ops 4 for me, and that's because when I played BO3, I just played with like different motives. I feel like the game, like the mechanics of the game, especially moving from Black Ops 2, were just like wow, like I was amazed. Wall running, and being able to play with, like, you know what I mean, like being able to double jump to an extent, still not necessarily a full jetpack COD, but it was still somewhat jetpacky, and it wasn't too much of a difference away from Advanced Warfare that it made me feel like I was playing a completely different game. So I feel like so I feel like when I think of Infinite Warfare, hilarious game. I wouldn't say it's the best Call of Duty game known to mankind, but it was okay. It was a nice filler Call of Duty. It was a nice filler Call of Duty.
You skip BO4, that's what I'm saying. You can't skip it. I need people that played, bro. Like, I get it. Like, if you didn't
you had to play it. You had to play that shit.
But to not, like, you just had to have played that game enough. Like, I unfortunately enjoyed so much rubbish from this franchise over the years, but I've been able to have some of the best moments because of it. I just played everything. I hated it, not hated it, whatnot. I understand why you said BO3, but for me, BO4 was just special because the comp scene was peak, multiplayer was peak, it had zombies, and it introduced BR. Like, Blackout gets a lot of disrespect.
It does.
Outward disrespect. I just don't think it gets given flowers. So I think people because Warzone was so monumental. And it was so accessible. It's like, Warzone is just like, that's where the BR started for COD. Like,
Warzone was also free.
There was no if Blackout, I literally don't think the success of Warzone would be what it was without Blackout. I literally feel like that's what tested the waters to let them give the go ahead to this could actually work. But you need to make it more accessible to where people that don't play COD will want to play Warzone. People that didn't play COD wouldn't have wanted to play Blackout because it was so embedded into like Call of Duty mechanics that it would be very hard to transition. But it was literally the catalyst. And if you have a game that has zombies, peak comp, peak multiplayer, and it gave us a BR, like, to me, that was like the last innovative, stamp on, we are going in a very, very
different direction. Yeah,
so
now for you.
BO4, that extra special love. But if you take that out of it, like BO3, I fully get why people love BO3. I really enjoyed it as well because it was like the gimmickiness of like Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare was toned down, and it was compressed in a very it was just in a way that
it was just like, I feel like it was balanced. It was toned.
It was so balanced. And it was so fun. Like,
Facts.
it's what we expect from Treyarch anyway, to have fun movement. So they kind of took the best parts of those games. But
the LMG and BO4 was so cheesy. Shit blew my. Oh man, no, BO4's guns were crazy still.
Yeah,
I remember the
I think
core
if we picked out guns in all these games that were like cheese, like we would have a long list for every single one.
No, facts. Facts.
But
But
yeah,
no.
I do understand what you're saying then about you would probably have at least one
in the last 5 years, but then in the last 10 years,
5,
you would pick the first 5 titles. I would look. I'll be honest in saying like I didn't play Ghosts, so somebody will like.
It wasn't great.
People get onto me for not having played MW3. I'm sorry, I wasn't around. Black Ops 2 was when I came back, and Black Ops 2 is arguably my favorite COD of all time. So that for me, like you guys can you can debate amongst yourself. However, when I look at the last 10 years, this was the first game I played comp on. I absolutely love Black Ops 3, and then I love Black Ops 4. Infinite Warfare was a good filler. World War 2 I didn't have so much fun on, but I played with my IRL, so it is what it is. And then the last 5. So you've got this Gears 1, 2019, Cold War. I didn't like, and this is not to say that Cold War was a terrible game, because I think Cold War was actually a pretty good game. I just didn't get along with Cold War. My personal experience on multiplayer on that game, I did not enjoy. So that's why I don't have it in my top 10. Sorry,
Cold War and Vanguard got shafted, and I don't think people really understand the extent to which they didn't care about those games. Like,
oh no, boy.
But I think the way people talk about them is like, you don't understand. They didn't have any resources, to still come out with a game that is suitable for comp in both Vanguard and
Cold War,
with no resources is insane. Like that, both those games should have been shit. Because all that the developers cared about was Warzone. Like that's where everything.
And I think that's why I had
survived in that climate.
That's why I probably had that's probably where my opinion came from essentially as well, because I was so pro Battle Royale. I didn't care about multiplayer. Like the only time I would hop on multiplayer was to level guns or to unlock double XP tokens so I could max level guns quicker and plunder. Like I would actually not pay. Like Vanguard was probably a bit different because I actually had my first hand at ranked on my Vanguard since BO2, and that was fun. But like Cold War, I didn't care. Like I think League play at the start was actually quite fun. League play on Black Ops Cold War was fun at the beginning, and then I think after
it went off, man. For Cold, that was bursting. But as a game, it's like multiplayer wasn't fun, so you would only ever play like both those games. You would just play ranked because it was just like you don't care about multiplayer, and at least with ranked, it's like the pros get to decide what's GA'd and what's not. So you literally, it's almost like you had not fan made, but you had like a pro made rank system. Yeah. Because they just took out all the rubbish that was in the game because they didn't care. Yeah. And they made it playable. So like if you weren't playing ranked in Vanguard or Cold War, you weren't playing that. You were playing Warzone. So if they got the short end of the stick. That's why like those not being in somebody's top 5 is so completely understandable, because it's not meant to be. It's just like, but I personally would probably put I'd choose Modern Warfare 2019. If I had to choose one from the last 5 years, it would be that. My next one would be Cold War though.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Aaron?
Do you know what? It's tough because I wish I played ranked on Cold War, because if I
feel like you would have loved it.
I probably would have put that there, but I'm gonna have to agree. It's actually tough, but I'm gonna put 2019 and Vanguard in there, but only because I banged out ranked so much in Vanguard and I got so much better at Call of Duty. It's overall, like it's not anything to do with the game or anything. It's just the progress
personal experience
individually.
But that's why
I'd put it there, because when I came back to Caldera, bro, Warzone, I was shitting on players. Like when I mean shitting on, obviously it's very generic to say, but like the things I was doing, the way I was finishing gunfights, I was like, oh my days, that's because of ranked. All of that was because of ranked.
You play I literally watch you go from like ranked only to go on Warzone. Yeah, and it's like your whole mentality changed on when you started playing BR. Like after that, like after going Vanguard ranked, like we got a different word. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if that's a viable statement, but like I said, it's because of the individual progress I made.
But I think that was a game that allowed you to do that. Like the Vanguard comp was very good. Like even when it comes to like discussing roles, like there's always been roles in multiplayer and ranked and comp, but like I feel like Vanguard made people understand how important your role is, even if you're a flex, like how you move on the map, not like playing your life, not giving away like certain positions and stuff like that. Like it was a very like, I won't say traditional in just the IQ and macro part of it, like game plan, but then like because of the movement, you got to have a bit of fun as well.
Yeah.
So it was decent for that, but just man.
I can promise you, if I did play ranks for Cold War, it would easily be in there because I watched the comp for Cold War and if I could enjoy it watching it, I can only imagine me playing it. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm aware, Timo. I'm aware.
No, you're good.
But yeah,
I feel like the other thing I was gonna say as well. Obviously, like we've looked at the past and the present. I did want to touch up on the fact that I say it slightly. I heavily agree with where Piggy's at with the current Warzone game. I do think this is, and mind you, I feel like they've done a good job to get it back to where it's at currently. So this is kind of me looking at it from a year ago. If I still played the same game a year ago today, I would not be a Call of Duty content creator. I probably would have gone into like IRL content predominantly. I probably would have given up on the aspect of gaming per se if COD had stayed the same way it was. So that kind of tells you how, like, in terms of leaps and bounds, where they're at and how well they've dealt. Yeah, there you go. But like
still do the IRL
yeah, not to play COD. No, like it was that much in a bad state. I just said to myself, bro, like the game, like I can give the game another year, because some people didn't give the game a year and they were like, yo, like that's me done. I've seen ridiculously good players just depart from the game simply because they can't deal with, like, if Call of Duty do another year like that again, then you know that's it. And I respect that decision. But I feel like obviously having connected with such a beautiful community, meeting the people that I did get to meet at World Series of Warzone, and just having a bit more of like a positive identity, having played the beta with you guys on Modern Warfare 3, and then obviously seeing how far the game's come since then and how interactive the devs and whatnot have been, more to player feedback and community feedback. And this year's COD Next was very different to last year's COD Next.
Exactly.
Seeing how they've been able to kind of actually fly these people out, these creators out to try and test the game in different periods of its launch title. So for instance, when Fortune's Keep was launched, they tested it before they launched it. They gave them time to come to California and try it out in the studios. Before they went out and released Warzone, they played a period of Warzone and they gave us their honest feedback. And there wasn't like an NDA to kind of, like, if they didn't like something, they'd rather you speak your mind. The fact that they're able to come on podcasts and talk freely about what their plans are and what sort of things they've got excited. And then obviously knowing that, like, we've now played a bit of Kazakhstan, a bit of Vondel, obviously quite a bit of Ashika, and then now going back to Fortune's Keep, and now we're looking forward to playing Rebirth. I feel like that's now a way to kind of gain what you've lost to an extent, and now you're almost building yourself, and I know me and Piggy spoke about this, but you're building yourself to now have that element of a brand new slate. It's like you've got yourself now a clean slate that you relatively shouldn't have had to have, but it's happened now. Bygones be bygones. You just don't do that shit again. And we're now entering, like, I now think we're now entering, and I know again I state that me and Piggy had this conversation, but you're now entering a new 5-year period of COD that will be defined by the first game. So I feel like you've now had that 2019 to 2024, and prior to that, it wasn't a BR related game. BR wasn't even thought of as a Call of Duty, you know, main head. Whereas now you're now entering a period where it's been its main head. Now what are you going to do with it? Because you've now seen the rise of it, you've seen the fall of it, and you've now seen a balance where you cannot afford to go any lower than. So the bar's set pretty high for the game that, you know, you do release next. But more importantly, it's not just about Warzone. You've got a zombies to now compete with. You've got a multiplayer to now upgrade on. You've got I know that nobody really care about DMZ, and if you did, I am sorry, but this is just not the podcast for you. But DMZ, get it out of here, man, for real. Like, I feel like you're now entering a period where these things matter. Like, you're gonna have different.
A lot of things had to put into place for it to happen. Like, we had to have a season where Warzone was so bad, people that didn't even play ranked before went to play multiplayer ranked. Like, we had to have the weird where they were literally carrying the viewership for a couple of months. Like, it was insane how many people were watching people just play multiplayer. that were used to watch them play Warzone.
Yeah.
Like we had to have a period where we had something like DMZ show us that. Unfortunately, we don't need that. Like we don't need it. Like we need zombies. So the fact that they even brought a zombies mode is just like, I feel like it's just foreshadowing the fact that the zombies is, well, they've already said it as well. Zombies is definitely on their agenda for the next game.
Yeah.
It's just little things had to happen for them to stop neglecting the other unique things about the game, which made it so great. Like, yes, COD started as a campaign game. Like, campaign was their unique selling point to everybody.
Yep.
Then it was like sniping community. Then it was like the comp scene that made it boom, and then it, you know what I'm saying, it was multiplayer. That's what it was. Just like it's like, just because you found a new genre that is working does not mean that your specific game is going to survive off of that genre. And they had to have a decline so bad where every other aspect that people were asking for started to shine for them to be like, cool, we need a balance. So that's why like me and Timmy was saying, and I know Warren agrees as well, it's just like, it just feels like they are building up towards something, even with like all the transparency, like you were talking about, all the things you literally just listed are a combination of them saying,
we fucked up.
We fucked up. I'm sorry. We need to just close this chapter. Don't remember it. Let's go forward.
Especially not that one title that, you know, nobody wants to talk about, but we bring up from time to time as a footnote for you guys to remember not to do that shit again. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do it on, you know, a game with a developer that you have all said is your favorite. Treyarch.
Yes.
You know, there's no better.
What a time! What a game! What a studio! Literally.
They haven't missed as well. By the way.
And I'm just gonna state this. This is gonna be. Isn't even gonna be a hot take. This is gonna be a. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a spoiler, because as you guys know, I don't talk in what's the word? I don't talk in fillers, or like, I don't BS around here, right? But I genuinely believe, now you lot talk about slide cancel and movement, all that stuff. I actually am going to state right now, the next game is going to have better movement than we've had in the last 5 years. That's my statement.
No, you got to define better.
Interesting.
Okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way.
Actually is not.
I honestly believe if they somehow manage to, okay, now, and this is a big one as well, but if they somehow manage to have worse movement than what we have now, in a year they are using Verdansk as a big map, no matter what multiplayer does, I don't care what multiplayer does at this moment in time, they're already shooting themselves in the foot. From before the game even drops, if they decide to have a worse movement system than they currently have, and I don't think they will use the current one because it's a completely different engine, different game.
Yeah.
There is no shot it becomes worse. So I generally feel like it'll be, and I think this is the best we've had since Verdansk. So I generally feel it can't get any worse than this. It can only get better. So that's my statement. That's my hypothesis. Guys, you can come back to this episode. If it isn't, y'all can, you know, grab the pitchforks, light them up. Be like, too good.
I'm gonna jump on you. I'm gonna jump on this with you and just.
I'm not alone. Let's go.
I think this would be the best movement we've had as well for Go 4.
So
and it's like, honestly, this is what's one of the games. Like, if it doesn't do well, if it fails, I think a lot of us are just done. Like,
yeah,
and it's not a bluff anymore. We've already, like, I feel like the COD community has already shown we don't bluff anymore. We've grown up, we've matured. We don't do bluffs. Like, when we say we're done, we're leaving.
I ain't wasting my time no more.
You can't give us another bad game. You literally cannot afford to. With all the cuts that's going on and there's not enough money being in esports at the moment, and you literally, it's a lifeline.
Exactly.
You have no choice. You've messed up with Overwatch, all that stuff that's been happening. Call of Duty is literally your lifeline right now. So,
facts.
You mess this up, it's done. And I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. I think Go 4 is going to be one of the best games we've ever seen. It's going to be, I really think it's going to be a top 5 contender. Like, for some of the greats, I feel like it could.
And
generation,
the gunplay, I just want to think, I just got to think, in Verdansk, you had very good Modern Warfare guns. And in Verdansk 84, you had very good Cold War guns. I can't see them having terrible guns. If there is one thing that they can afford to be terrible with, and I say this with a pinch of salt because I don't think they'll even be terrible with this because it's Black Ops, it's Cold War, we're very notorious for having good skins. It will literally just be what's in the store. I generally feel like that is the only thing I can see that they mess up, and if they do, I just don't see how they will do it. But
been going off, like, even in Vanguard, they had some nice skins.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, I feel But I understand what you're saying. Like, it would have to be like a
it'd have to be something. Yeah, exactly. Element, like, it wouldn't be on anything we currently find a nuisance or we'd want like significant improvement on, because there's quite a few things we want significant improvement on. But if it's something that they don't pay as much detail into, so maybe it's like textures for those skins, like if that's something that they can fix like within like 2 or 3 updates. It's not something that will require a whole new title. However, the only thing I ask Activision, Call of Duty, Black Ops, Gulf War, however I want to address you guys, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Please don't make this a game that is going to absolutely destroy our PCs or game consoles. I know you guys are into the future and you're doing your future graphics and all this other stuff, right? But please, I'm at peace with my 3080. A 40 series GPU is quite costly and I'm already spending quite a lot of money to run your game. All right. So for my console people out there, you know what I'm saying? Let's not.
I think I'll be real. I think anyone with anything like better than like a 3060 and up is gonna be fine for the next game.
Hey man, I hope so. Yeah, my praise.
I don't know if you're gonna be great, but you'll be fine.
Hey, I want to be great though. I want to be great. I want to be running good frames. You know what I'm saying?
Too much of their player base. There's a lot of people that aren't making us that sort of upgrades yet.
Yeah.
Was it what they used to have? A 1060 and stuff like that?
A 1660, like a 1660 as a minimum requirement.
Yeah, them ones there, I think the minimum requirement's about to go up. But
no, you know, it is the competitive.
Ti should be fine.
Yeah, I think the competitive requirements this year were 3080. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I think the game plays well on my graphics card. I have no issue. But I think it's more so to do with storage spaces. I know this is ideally going to be now a newer next gen title. So PS4 users, I would advise you upgrade to a PS5 very, very, very soon. As you guys know, you guys are pretty much, you're more limited than any of the remaining, you know, console players. And I know Xbox have pretty much upgraded on all of their stuff there, and I mean PS5 can obviously speak for itself. There'll probably be a PS5 Pro by the time that game drops. Who knows?
Who knows?
I will never get rid of my jet engine. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. You're gonna get left behind.
Don't get rid of it. You just gotta put it on display as like a, you know.
Yeah, man. Like a memorabilia. You know what I'm saying? Memorabilia.
Put on your wall or something. Laminate it. You know, I don't know.
Put it in a case. Put it in a case.
You should not be turning that shit on anymore. Take the battery out. Like
EV. Where's an EV games display? Yeah, man. But no. It's like you even talk about like consoles and stuff. Like, it's actually crazy to think that there was a point where you could not run any other game on your console because of how much space Call of Duty took. And now it's like, I know every update tends to change files and reduce file size, etc. But we once went for a period where if you did not have packs 1 and 2 installed, you were finished. Now,
I remember that.
Now it's like, okay, you can uninstall multiplayer. If you don't really play multiplayer, just play Warzone. The only downside is if you get a new SMG or a new gun or whatever, you have to, you know.
Level up in Warzone.
Yeah, exactly. Talking of which, actually, because we're talking about seasons and stuff as well, I know season 3 is very much in about 20. I think it said April 6th, because I know, like I said, Warzone Mobile starts their first season on the next season of Warzone. Are we actually going to play Warzone Mobile? Are we interested to see how many people in chat?
It's not going to cost me nothing.
I mean, it's free.
It's something. I might as well. As soon as my phone starts feeling hot, I'll uninstall it.
Oh, my phone feels hot from watching anime, Piggy. I don't think that's going to do it. That's not going to do it. You're playing Warzone Mobile. I might try it out, because obviously for me, from what I've been able to see, it looks like it's going to run pretty well on Apple devices. I don't know about Android. I can't say I know much about Android people, but I do know you add in controller. I might try and Bluetooth my current controller into it, or I might try and get one of them phone controller thingy-majiggies that they have. So
using my thumbs, bruh.
I hope 15 Pro handles well. I'm not going to lie, I'm on a 14 Pro Max. If it doesn't handle well on a 14 Pro Max, I'm not upgrading. I'm not going to lose my life just to play it on mobile. But I'll support those who play it. And apparently they're trying to find a way to stream it. Like, you can stream from mobile and stuff. So I'll be really interested to see how that works. I think Jago's going to release a video on that sometime soon. But I think it'd be funny content. You're right. I think it'd be nice to kind of see how many bots we kind of come across on Warzone mobile, because I'll also be one of those bots. I've never tried it on mobile before.
It's fun. I did when it first came out. I did try it.
Yeah.
I played Apex on mobile.
Apex mobile was
Apex mobile was hilarious.
That aim assist.
The amount of people that I died, the amount of hackers I died to on that game was notorious. I couldn't believe it.
That thing was aim assist on crack. I'm not gonna lie.
Timo's a noob. You missed the whole stream, bro. I showed my files. I showed my COD files very early on the stream. You should have seen me. Not a slide canceling site, buddy. But yeah, no.
I'll be honest. I have not touched COD properly, bar a random session in the evening, or should I say early morning? Here and there.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So I really, the current state of Warzone, in like from a personal experience standpoint, I'm not too sure about. But I am excited for season 3 because I've seen there's a couple of the stuff that they're doing, and
no, that's cool.
It'll be a good time.
I know Warren's.
Is there anything that you guys are particularly looking at for season 3?
Well, I am hearing, or I am seeing, obviously my eyes are always open when it comes to hearing new things on Warzone content predominantly. I think next season's theme is Advanced Warfare. And from what I understand, they are looking to add a couple of guns from Advanced Warfare. Now, obviously, guys, I played competitive on Advanced Warfare back in 2014, 2015. Yeah, I'd say 2014. And I seem to recall looting system loot boxes back there where, you know, if it was a different time, you know, much like what FIFA has turned out to be, Call of Duty had its own instance of it much earlier. And you used to get supply drops with, you know, different variants of guns. And there was no AR better than the Bal 27. If you got that legendary blueprint, then you were beaming. And just so you lot know what I'm talking about, that is a top of the class AR. Now, if they add another AR to the already stacked lineup of ARs that they are now seemingly looking to buff on Modern Warfare 3 at this moment in time, then guys, we're in for a good time, because I know they've only recently just added that SAO or SOA subverter battle rifle, and that gun is really good. But I know they've recently buffed the Holger, which I absolutely love. The MTZ 556 been doing really good, and I'm seeing a lot of people using the AMR9 as an AR these days, and trust me, it's hitting. So I feel like we're in a position now where if you haven't tried a gun, now is the time to try it, because as soon as season 3 drops, you're gonna have so many guns to try, it's gonna piss you off that you haven't tried everything. So it's literally, I think we're entering a really good time. Obviously, the biggest one that we have a question mark as of right now will obviously be Warzone introducing Rebirth back. We don't know if that's happening early season 3, mid season 3, or even in season 3 at all. But from what I understand, the boat on Fortune's Keep seems to be on its way to Alcatraz. At least that's what majority of the community are saying. Very, you know what I mean? I think as a content creator and even as a streamer that plays the game, we are very good at wishful thinking. I don't know how far into wishful thinking that might be, but if it's a stretch and you know it's the Super Bowl and you need to make that last stretch to catch the ball, by all means, we're going past the line, we're going to catch that. And if we get back on Rebirth, then I can only imagine the amount of content that's going to be seen. I can see a lot of streamers going back into playing solos, solo resurgence lobbies. There'll be like how to win games on Rebirth Island, etc. And then obviously there'll be a bunch of loadout videos. And we might see a few new TikTokers being born. You know, the YY demons we were talking of last time, it might actually be the YY demons that return to the game. You never know. But yeah, season 3 is looking like it's going to be very interesting across the board, obviously with Warzone Mobile now being introduced as well. I'm just looking forward to it all.
Should peak or should be peaking by now.
I think it's a good time.
Seasons.
That's the other thing as well. Urzikstan ranked. We also haven't heard word on that either. So I know obviously people are still waiting for BR rank, because frankly I think it's going to divide opinion here and there in regards to how Resurgence ranked is actually played out. I still do believe people prefer BR ranked. At least from what I've been able to play, and also kind of getting a general consensus. They weren't expecting Resurgence rank to play the way it has. And I think the crazy thing is, I actually think BR ranked dropping will actually have a positive influence on Resurgence rank, because I feel like it will now play as intended as opposed to how it played. Yeah, because everyone's pretty much treating it like it is BR ranked, and they're suffocating in rooms, they're gasping for air.
I feel like it was meant to be like obviously like BR is your main mode, and then you have Resurgence. I feel like Resurgence ranked was always meant to be a secondary thing. If someone didn't want to play BR ranked, they would just play Resurgence. But because it's the only ranked mode and people have been gagging for ranked, it's like that's all you got. Like you just got that as your option.
Yeah.
So I think it will give it some time to breathe.
Yeah.
And then people will actually be able to play it for what, like you said, how it's literally intended to be played.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will help.
But yeah, man, season 3 is looking like it's gonna be something good. It's gonna be juicy. I can't lie. I'm hoping that we have quite a lot of videos planned for that, and quite a few podcast episodes ready for that as well.
About ears right now for
literally,
Warzone, what you play on,
literally.
Like comp.
Talking of comp,
got work to do, man.
Talking of comp, and a few of us were able to catch up what happened last night with Optic versus the New York Subliners. However, how are we feeling at the moment? Because obviously we're now bridging on to the next major. I think we're closing in on Miami, if I'm correct.
Major 2 is literally this week. Starts on, I'm pretty sure, Thursday. They start the day. No, they have tournaments. It's going to be a great major. A lot of people are excited because it's just... Don't get me wrong, you do have your bottom tier teams, but a lot of middle tier teams are like peaking.
And they've surprised quite a few big names as well.
Yeah, like there's actually been some mad upsets. I mean, LAG beating
FaZe was I heard that yesterday, and I was like, hold on, I need to see this. And I actually seen how it happened. I'm like, whoa, what? You know?
But yeah, I would say that's the only one where it's like it was an upset, but you still don't expect LAG to do anything. I feel like a team like Vegas playing so well recently is like it's not fluke. They're actually
working.
They're not an easy matchup. Like you get them in winners bracket and you're in the top 4 teams, you're not looking at that like it's an easy win. You're thinking, shit, we might actually be in trouble here. Like we could drop the ball. So yeah, it's just I can't lie. Like they're gonna be in Miami. The vibes are gonna be high from everybody who's down there. Like the broadcasts are gonna be dope. A lot of teams are competitive this year, and we every time there's a major coming up, you know, like we got a lot of stuff to talk about, stuff to make videos on. So you guys are obviously, this was a 4-year anniversary podcast for Warzone. But there are a lot of other stuff that we spoke about with just the season 3 and with comp that we're going to be covering for the next few weeks. We are returning back to the homeland, Red Bull.
Sir. Very soon. You'll
see more from us there. But yeah, it's the major gonna be dope. I'm actually gassed. I can't wait. I'm booking off that whole 4-day period. The same way this weekend, no one could reach me. Can reach me this week is you two. Like
she said, it's enshrouded CDL version.
I've been all over the place, but I think overall, if we just connect all the dots for COD, it does feel like a breath of fresh air in all accounts. Like I haven't felt this excited to even just talk about COD. Like in the past couple of years, like, we couldn't have done a podcast back in flipping Caldera days.
That would have wow.
This would be slinging the game.
You know what is though?
Day, like,
I feel like we would have had a few. You know how you have like different fan bases on like football teams talk about their team and their performance. We probably would have had ourselves our own versions of quite a few like online personalities that probably would have given us somewhat a nasty taste if we'd done stuff during Caldera. Including myself, I might have been main participant number 1. This wouldn't even have been a 2GUDCAST. It might have just been Timo rants, you know.
It would have actually been a radical. It would have been a different like aura around.
Yeah, no, facts.
I think the stars really have aligned, and even the fact that we can touch on other games, like we started the podcast today talking about Apex. It literally was like global esports news. Like what happened was crazy. I just think it's just happening at the right time. Like even what we're doing with our own content as well. It's just it just feels like a good bit of movement going on around here. I like the feeling. I got a good feeling about this one.
Listen, I mean, Gulf War, we are exactly 9 months away, which means we probably have about five. I'd probably say about five. Probably have about 5, maybe 4 or 5 more seasons of this current COD. So we're already at the quarter part. I feel like we're at the first quarter, right? We still got 2 more quarters to go. And it seems as if they're going to really kick on from here on out. And I'm really excited to see what they do for the following seasons, but also the return of Rebirth Island. And then obviously the introduction to Warzone Mobile. We'll be able to see quite a few different things here and there. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be locked into all forms of content with myself, Piggy, and Warren following the 2GUDCAST, but also our individual channels in regards to what else we get up to. I think that should wrap up today's podcast, because I can't lie, it is hitting 7 o'clock. I'm getting into my eating time, and you know your boys gotta eat. I gotta rest and recover because I'm not live tomorrow, but I'm gonna be live on Wednesday. Best believe we'll be live on Wednesday. But I know you're gonna be catching either Warren or Piggy at some point within the next 48 hours. So please don't be afraid to lock in over there. Please drop them follows over on Twitch, please. And thank you. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, !2GUDCAST. You guys need to subscribe because this is where you're going to be seeing this. If you didn't miss this episode, don't worry. You can click that like button, click the comment. You know what I'm saying? Drop us a little message. Let us know whereabouts you are from in the world. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we want to see more of you guys in here. You know what I'm saying? But from us over at the 2GUDCAST, we're out. Peace.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace out.
And that right there is a wrap. So stream, that was can I just say thank you for the thank the both of you for, you know, being able to kind of just do what you usually do, but more importantly just allowing me to kind of take my attention off all of that stuff that was going on before the stream and even during the stream. Clearly we won because that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, that ain't here no more.
And some people went missing, you know what I'm saying? The bot followers went missing, the racist messages went missing. Y'all lost, man. Y'all lost.
Y'all lost. Y'all always lose. Can I also say thank you again for the raid. Thank you again for the raid, but also thank you for the guys that actually were in chat today. You guys are all superstars, making it as interesting as you could. Enigma, appreciate you for the videos that we were able to look at. Piggy, I love the fucking edit. That actually had me dying. I'm still trying to figure out how I ever missed the double C4 thing. That shit is that was god damn.
I met anybody.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm like, yo,
crazy.
That shit was crazy still. And obviously, Warren, I ain't gonna lie. I got a bone to pick with you. Alright, I need you. Oh, for the love of God. Hold on a hot sec.
Don't know what he's about to say. But no, W chat though, y'all been amazing, man. The vibes have been immaculate. I can't lie, live episodes, I think Tima did touch on this before, but we're probably gonna do these a lot more often. We usually just record them offline, but there is something about seeing your beautiful names in the chat, and you know we'll be midpoint and one of you will say something flipping hilarious, and it is nice to just react to it in real time. So definitely, like on the when we do post it to YouTube, just let us know if you were here for the live, you know, recording of it as well. And if you want us to keep doing it, that like, let us know, man. Show us some love. I'm gonna put the Twitter in the chat too. We do have a Twitter account, so when it comes to things like CDL, obviously, like sometimes it's long for you lot to have to watch every match yourself. Like no one's really got that kind of time to watch every match every week, but we do cover as much as we can. So if you need to like catch up on it, or if something happens in a Warzone tournament and one of us might have been watching and caught a little clip, you know, that will all be on the 2GUDCAST Twitter. So it's a nice little place just to catch up with everything and see more of us. So let me grab that. Let me grab that from the Twitter. I'll follow that up. We should be having a TikTok soon as well and doing like just other cool content. The live episodes are sick. Oh, thank you. Now I don't even know why we started recording it first. I just feel like, I don't know. I think Timo was saying and I was saying as well, sometimes like we just want to talk to chat. Like it's hard to stream and not consistently talk to chat because that's what we're used to when we're live on Twitch. But I think if we can find a balance to like staying focused on our topic, but then also making sure we're showing you guys love as well, I think it will be something good to do moving forward. And a lot of people do it. Like a lot of people that have podcasts, they actually just stream it with us on Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, if that's what you guys want, that's what you guys will get. 2GUDCAST Twitter. What are you gonna eat today, Warren? What's for Tintins?